Welcome to Aqua Team Nerd Force of Nerd Unpacked. I'm Sailor.
I am Professor Dave Fillet.
And I'm Nova.
All right, so this is show number 3, and today is November 9th, 2019. Before we get started, I do want to warn everybody out there that we do have some explicit language, and this show is for mature audiences. Show your support by subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking us on Facebook. We are also on Twitch. Don't forget about that. And then you'll get notifications anytime we go live. Call in if you want to express your opinion. The number is 469-608-1886. All right, so you guys are ready. Here are the topics we're going to talk about today on Aqua Team Nerd Force. Okay, so we have our nerd news, and that's just going to be a host of stuff happening in the nerd realm. Yeah. And then we're going to get into culture. That's where we're going to talk about Harriet. We're going to talk about T.I. and all that foolishness. And we're also going to talk about another viral video, basically just the ass whooping at school. And is that okay or not? Then we're going to get into some blurred creators that you need to check out their work, and then what you have to look forward to in terms of releases and anime and etc.
That was so disrespectful.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Dang.
I would like to just, on behalf of Aqua Team Nerd Force, give a shout out, a hearty shout out to OJ Jackson III. Thank you for liking the page. Alejandra Madrano. Thank you for liking the page. Shannon Weiss. Thank you for liking the page. Samantha Nicklin, thank you so much for liking the page. Joanne Aguirre, thank you. We appreciate you. Thanks for liking the page. Jason Boyd, thank you so much for liking the page. Boa Chung, thank you for liking the page. Yvonne Garcia, thank you for liking the page. Elise Bauman, oh, thank you for liking the page. Marnica Williams, thank you so much for liking the page. Devian Santo Contreras, thank you. Thank you for liking the page. Terrence Caraway, thank you so much for liking the page. Tyrani Murray, thank you for liking the page. At Raylonda Clark, thank you. Thank you for liking the page. And last but certainly not least, Joan Broussard, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so
I don't know what we would do. It's because I had bronchitis.
Goodness.
So, yeah, I had the flu last time, and now I got bronchitis. And the apartment manager at my place of residence told me that I should be a phone sex operator, and I was just like, "Madam, this is inappropriate, but I will take it into consideration."
I mean, it makes sense. You could do it on your off time.
Hey,
all you gotta do is later.
I'm hungry. Like, gotta eat.
All you gotta do is later. Like, promise. Just later. Pretend.
Yeah, I ain't even. Yeah. But y'all ready to get into some of this?
I'm ready. I'm very ready.
Born ready.
Start with the nerd news.
Mm-hmm. So first off, we have 2 Spider-Man things happening. So Spider-Man 3 is going to take place July 16th, 2021. So Disney and Sony are going to like get together and be some good co-parents and give us Spider-Man 3. And then after that, who knows? Maybe they'll get another divorce and we'll see.
What's bad is I'm really interested in the deal. Like, I'm no longer interested in how they are making the movie. I don't really care.
Right.
I want
what's the breakdown? What's the percentage?
Yeah, I want to know what they talk. I want to be a fly on the wall when they're figuring this out.
Disney been running over people lately.
They have.
Disney's gonna turn into
Skynet. Too big for their britches.
Disney is Skynet,
Plus.
y'all.
All right, y'all. That's somebody's. I don't know whose it is.
That's not me. I don't vibrate. Don't play that game, dog. I don't.
I
don't
didn't say
vibrate,
a doggone
and I
thing.
don't ring. You cannot ring my bell. It does not work.
All right. If that's what you want to say on the live podcast, that's all right by me.
That's fine.
You can't ring my line. My phone doesn't ring. It doesn't.
Tom Holland will most likely probably
I
do that.
know, and that's what I like.
I'm happy about
He's
that.
cute.
I am happy about that.
How many Spider-Mans must we have, though?
He's a good one.
He's a good one,
He's
but my God,
He's
y'all.
a keeper. He's a good keeper.
How many times?
How many
Spider-Man
times,
has only been around since, like, what? I want to say
Spider-Man.
I want to say the 50s or 60s. I
Yeah,
remember reading the
but I
vintage
mean,
ones.
Honestly speaking, on the same level, how many Supermans can we have?
I mean, Superman at
We
least, like,
didn't
that's
have-
since the 30s.
I don't care about Superman.
Superman been around since the 30s. That's
What?
80 full years. They
You
could change
sure?
that man up every year, honestly.
Watchmen on HBO. Michael says, forget about the top topic, I guess he's trying to say. Let's talk about Watchmen HBO.
Yo, I haven't seen
I
it,
haven't
Don't
watched
watch
it
that.
yet.
but
I
I
would like to.
I have.
I heard it's bananas.
let
I
me
had to
make a
get
note
myself
for
a
next time.
HBO Go plug.
Michael, we will talk
Yeah.
about that next
We're
time.
gonna get to it. Yeah.
Can you
Shit,
hook me
you're
up
right.
with your HBO?
We do need an HBO plug.
I mean,
Damn.
I need an HBO.
my HBO plug is a plug of a plug, so I can't be passing that
can't.
around. I'm worried he gonna get suspicious and notice that somebody's been watching a lot of Real Housewives Atlanta.
There we go.
Like, I don't need no problems with your Xfinity, sir.
Michael
I
did correct
appreciate
us
you,
though. Spider-Man's been around since the 60s.
I said 50, 60.
I said
I
50s.
50, 60.
I mean, that doesn't matter. The point is, we've had a couple of different
There's
Spider-Man.
been a lot of different incarnations of Spider-Man.
They've been so good in one aspect. Like the first Spider-Man that we had, he was an excellent Spider-Man. Not too cool on the Peter Parker side. Didn't really... That third movie really did me, and I was ready to get rid of him.
I don't remember the
I
third
was
movie.
ready
I feel like
to
I
get
put it
rid
out
of
of my
him and
mind.
replace him.
You
Tobey
talking about the one with
and-
Venom and all that? Yeah, that was Tobey
Was that it?
Maguire. Yeah,
Yes,
that was-
Maguire.
Tobey
and,
Maguire.
And he had Venom.
The
And
first-
then he had on a
you know-
dark suit.
Yeah,
black
it
suit.
was
He was
turned
like,
into
I'm
an emo.
evil now. Like,
it was a Venom
awful.
type
I
of thing, and it
didn't
was
like
it. They didn't do
horrible.
Venom right at all.
It wasn't good.
No.
It wasn't good. It
And
wasn't good
plus,
on the Peter Parker
At that
side.
point, he was still too old.
Yeah.
Like, Tom
Yeah.
Holland is the first time where it's just like, okay. Like,
Teenage.
Andrew Garfield, I was like, oh,
I mean,
No,
he was
I didn't-
decent.
Andrew-
Hold
was
up,
alright.
Andrew
I can't
Garfield
get over
was a
Andrew
real
Garfield.
good. Well, he was a good Spider-Man. He was witty. He was funny. He was. Oh, I got you. Oh, please, no, don't.
Yeah,
My worst fear
he
is
was
a
doing
knife.
it right. Yeah,
It was hilarious. But on the Peter Parker side, you just were not.
you're not
You're not clumsy enough.
Yeah,
You're not
it's not enough of a nerd for me.
average nerd.
It's like it's more
enough.
like he. Whenever I think of Andrew Garfield, I just think of John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Really.
Yeah.
I can't. That's what I associate
Or I
him
think
with. I
about
cannot think of his
the
face without
Social
thinking
Network.
of John Ralphio.
With these octaves, okay. I see
Okay.
you.
No, that's
No,
what.
pass this
Okay,
up.
Parks and Rec people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Tom Holland is a very good mix.
Mm-hmm.
He's not old presenting. He looks very young. He can play the over talkative. I'm super excited. Oh my God, what am I doing, Peter Parker? And then in the next sentence,
I think
be
that
like,
helps to be
all
a
right, I got
teenager.
this. He's not a teenager. He's in his 20s.
He's in his 20s, but it's like
Yeah,
you're,
but
look,
Tom
he's
Holland
close
or-
enough to it.
Yeah.
To where it's like, I
he looks
still-
like a
He
child.
just
Yeah,
looks like a child.
But
that's
you're
all.
still close enough to that, like adolescent feeling where it's just
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then you
And
have
it's
that
easy for him to
confidence.
spill it out like
Yeah.
that. Yo, I'm sorry. The way he turns his accent on and off is hilarious.
People who do that just in general, it's just like, how?
It's
Explain how.
hilarious. Oh
Show
my
me the
goodness.
switch.
It's in the back of my throat. It's like,
Oh. So that could.
you tilt your head up, and all of a sudden I got a New Orleans accent, and I'm
Oh,
out
okay.
here.
Is that how
I be
you
out here
do it?
running
Do
the
it.
streets,
That's
and I
how
be
you
doing shit.
Do it.
That's how you tap the switch.
For real though,
Oh, okay.
like all
You
the
don't
time.
have to put nothing in.
For nothing,
Okay.
for no one.
All right.
Let me turn myself back into the working Nova that I am.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Spider-Verse though.
Oh, I
Spider-Verse
want to
is
see
going
this.
to
April
be-
8th, 2020, y'all.
Yo, I'm more excited for that one
Yes,
than I
I
am
am.
for the third. I feel like the Spider-Man movies, like we're speeding through them.
Yeah.
Like we're whopping
That's
these
why I
things
feel
out.
like it's so many.
Why
it's-
haven't we gotten any updates on the new Thor that they're trying to do? I don't have any updates or anything about the Black Panther.
Yep.
What
there's
we're doing
nothing
with
on
Black
that either.
Panther. We don't
Why-
have any updates on the.
On
You
anything,
have to
really.
give us a Captain America movie now because Captain America's black.
Is he though? I heard they weren't gonna let him be Captain
they gotta
America.
let
like
him
they
be
were gonna
Captain. He has a shield.
exactly, but
he's
somehow
Captain
they don't
America.
want that to happen.
He's black and he's Captain America.
What?
I just feel like they're being quiet in general. Maybe
They are.
Maybe
They're
they're
being-
scrambling. Maybe it's
Well,
not working out. That's making me nervous.
That's possible. I
Or
mean,
maybe they're just filming and they're just.
it could be.
they could
in a
be
very
waiting,
remote
They
location.
could be waiting to
But we
see
need more
what
info.
DC is going to do.
Yeah.
Because DC has 2 movies that are going to come out. I don't know if we wrote them on the list. They're not on the list. First is Birds of Prey,
Yes.
which is the Harley Quinn.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's really colorful. It's really loud. It's really fast paced.
I want to see
trailer
it. I'm
looks
excited
good.
about it.
The trailer was nice.
Yes.
But it's not getting the push for some reason. I don't know
think
who's
it's because
dropping
it's
the
Harley
ball.
Quinn. That's why. 'Cause
But that's why
that's
it
why you should be
getting the
pushed.
push.
Because how often do you see Harley Quinn like?
But
Just
also,
by
how
herself.
many female
Protagonists?
not many.
protagonists for Harley Quinn? How many female protagonists do we have in either Marvel or DC?
I mean,
We got Wonder Woman,
Wonder Woman,
Storm.
Storm.
Catwoman's.
We don't have Storm yet.
We don't have Storm, not
Um,
officially.
Oh, you mean like in the MCU?
We have more
That exists
movies
on
about
screen.
the female villains than we do about female heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Supergirl ain't got no movie.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Okay.
And
sure.
then eventually we'll have a black woman Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So she's in the works because they've already planted the
I'm just
ground for
waiting
that.
the
Yeah.
bacon to fly.
Oh, and before we forget, shout out to Invincible for hosting us on Twitch. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We appreciate you, beloved. We do.
It's true.
But back to this, because it was like we have so many women that are just background characters. Like I feel like even in like talking roles on Avengers,
Oh,
women aren't really talking.
Valkyrie. She talks, but I feel like
Strong
she has a
and
better
silent.
story than they're not like.
They're
really
not gonna
telling
do it. Like there's a lot of different things they could be doing with these women characters that they're just not doing. For whatever reasons, I think it's because it's Disney. Ooh,
I don't.
I don't think that was me.
No, that was me. My bad.
Oh.
How rude of you.
My bad.
I'm appalled. Shocked,
Spalding
and
bald.
appalled.
Balding. Donald Trump taking dollars from
Girl.
y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Baby,
something
you're
like
fine.
that.
Your girlfriend. her. And if you
Speaking
don't
of
mind,
Disney
I'll
though,
keep you
since
on
we
call.
since we rolling through this
Disney
list,
Plus.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
The devil.
I'm not
Who's
doing
getting
it.
it? Who's
I'm
getting
not doing it.
I
Not
don't want
I.
to either.
But you also.
See, that's a I
you have
don't
a
want
baby.
to. That's not a I'm not doing it.
I do have kids, but
You gonna end up
You
with
gon-
it.
You more likely to
You
end
are
up with
more
it.
likely.
Like,
I don't need to pay all this extra. Like,
Yo, if
you,
I
you
get
might have to
that,
sacrifice one. of
I'd
them.
have to drop my Crunchyroll, and I'm not prepared to do such a thing.
I need my Crunchyroll.
I need my Crunchyroll.
I was about to say
baby.
something. The kids. Like,
Oh,
I need
man.
Crunchyroll.
You know
no.
that's the motto though. Fuck them kids.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Fucking
it is.
kids.
Fuck the kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we forgot about Black Widow coming out, but I don't really care about that.
Who is
I'm not
gonna-
excited
That's
about
not
it.
What are they
exciting.
going to do?
I don't care. Not
They're not
one thing
bringing
about
her
Natasha
back.
Romanoff.
It's just
She's
it
out.
has to be
She's
a,
out now, dude. She's out.
an origin story, which is
I don't want no
I'm tired
origin
of
story.
origin
That.
stories.
Watching you grow up in
It's
Russia.
not that I'm tired of origin stories.
tired.
Russia cold.
Origins.
That's it. That's all.
Who's
Oh wait,
phone?
Joey,
Not I.
not mine. Is it
Your
mine?
computer, baby.
It might.
Oh, you're right. It's,
Dead.
I thought
No,
we,
no,
no,
the
the computer's turned off.
oh, it is mine. I don't know.
I'm weak.
I
I'm
thought
so
I'm
weak.
sorry. I thought I
I'm saying like I'm hearing myself twice. Who is who?
Oh, but Joey the Bull says, "Oh my God, stop, stop, stop! The MCU females are major active.
No, they're
what do you
not.
consider
Major-
major
what
active?
is major?
Joey?
Explain. Call us and explain to me what major activity sounds like. The phone number is gonna be 469-608-1886.
Yes, please call,
Call
in and let
me
us
and
know.
explain
Yeah,
to me.
'cause I don't-
Because honestly,
I don't
I don't
understand.
see it.
I don't see it either.
I don't see it.
Make it make sense.
I mean, there's Gamora.
Gamora does have an active role. I will
But
say
how
that.
many are like her though?
None. I mean, the last movie we had in place of Gamora, because we didn't have Gamora, we had Nebula.
Thor's sister.
She wouldn't know what
Thor's.
Thor
Well,
is
female
sister
Thor
name?
is supposed to be
Whack.
coming soon.
A female
That's-
Thor.
Yeah.
I'm not too.
I'm not either, but
gun ho about it.
I just want to see Kat Von Dennings again. I don't care about
Maybe.
none of that other shit y'all
I
talking
just
about.
want my
I'm trying
baby
to see
Chris.
them tickle bitties.
I just want my baby Chris to lose all that weight and come back.
Yes,
and just,
please.
Just be luxurious.
Just be Thor. I wonder if they're gonna show him like losing weight and stuff in the movie.
They
or
probably
is they just gonna like
won't.
come back and be like, "Oh, I
mean,
I figured
technically
that out."
Nice workout montage.
Yeah.
Isn't he gonna be like the new Odin now? Isn't Thor gonna like upgrade himself to that level of status and just be like
Does that
floating
happen in the
around?
comic books?
I don't.
I'm not sure what
remember.
happens with their.
I don't
Thor.
remember.
Thor.
That's the problem. I really don't remember.
Black
It's been so
Panther, the
long.
women literally saved the day. I mean, but
They
where's
do.
their
Do they?
where's their standalone movie? Where's I don't see nothing about the Dora Milaje.
Black
Yeah.
Panther 2 should actually be about the sister taking control.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's gonna.
Wow,
she's
he
I
supposed
was
do
to
want
be
to hear
Black
more about
Panther one day.
Shuri. Yeah.
Shuri should be taking control while he was missing, because technically speaking, Shuri does become the Black Panther for an instant.
Yeah.
Because he goes off and does, oh, I didn't want to be
Fuck
the Black
that shit.
Panther.
See,
I
that's-
am not worthy.
No, let me stop.
Looking
Let me
at
be
it.
quiet. Let me be quiet.
And then
God.
someone
You
finds
speak
the
your
king.
mind.
Please,
Ooh,
please
because
speak
why
your
is he the
mind.
Black Panther? Like, why is he the king? I don't
Because
be around. I'm
You don't
just-
even want to do it, and you got somebody who's like, "I'll stay home."
Yeah,
I don't give a
Killmonger
fuck."
wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Bruh, Killmonger wanted to do it the
very
wrong way.
bad.
He wanted to do it the wrong
That's
way.
subjective.
If we
That
could,
is not
if somebody
subjective.
could
Very
range
subjective.
Killmonger in. No, that's me
That's
talking
not-
like trying to fix a bad boy. Never
It's
mind.
not gonna
Never mind.
happen.
Whoops. My
He
bad.
had
I
already
Your bad
swear.
turned
habits
to the
come through.
ways of the oppressor. It was not going to.
boo.
He already did it.
It's their
What
fault
do you-
anyway,
Girl.
because they abandoned him.
Girl.
Why would you
know
abandon
what
him
you
like
said.
that and then not think that he gonna come
They
back and try
didn't
to kill
even
you?
know
Like,
about him. The person who abandoned him had already died.
whatever.
So the sins of the father got passed down to the son.
You need to
I
take
feel
that
like
up
they
with
knew.
God.
They
You
knew.
can't-
Take that up with God.
knew.
Bruh.
They knew.
Like,
How? Nobody
Somehow
no,
knew.
I'm saying like the sins of the
Somehow they
father
knew.
passing on. Like somebody got to pay for
nobody
this.
knew. They
Somebody got to pay for this.
Jesus.
I
What
got
they think?
this.
What they
This-
think happened to Killmonger's dad? Like they just accepted.
They
oh, you killed him.
accepted
Okay.
that he died because he was a traitor, which he was. He was a traitor. He wasn't supposed to have
It's
kids out there either.
subjective. Like,
How is that
subjective?
subjective?
Is that who's
That was me again.
Oh.
My bad, yeah.
Yo, it's
You
you.
just going
bro.
off
Yeah, it
today.
is.
You just going off today. I'm gonna
Hey,
need
I'm
your
popular.
phone.
Listen,
Tell your hoes bow down,
follow
Mm.
me.
We on the
IG,
podcast.
Prof. Dave Filet.
dog.
I'll
Don't
be
follow.
posting memes.
I don't post no memes. I don't
Oh.
post nothing.
Speaking of Disney Plus, word on the street is that you need it in order to watch the Marvel things on there so that we can then understand what's happening in the MCU
I
in the
will read a
future.
comic.
That's what they said.
I will read a comic book.
But it might not be the same thing.
I will read a comic
It
book.
seems
I
like
guarantee
Disney Plus
you,
originals
they are not going to
gonna
move away from
be
the
like
source
connected.
material. They are not.
They're
that
making the
invested.
source material into
They can't.
Disney Plus. Why not?
They can't take
Blade
everything of
might
source
become
material.
a television show. It could
And
be on Disney Plus.
That would be whack.
It would be, but that's the
That
word on
would
the
be
street
the
is that's what they're
worst
doing.
Possible move
You know what?
to
It's not.
make.
It's not that
That's
expensive.
so gross.
$7 a month.
No.
About $5.83 a month.
No.
If you
That's how
prepay
it
for the whole
starts.
year. So it starts off not expensive. So if I slide on in there and then I'm like, oh, I can't live without my Disney, then it's like, okay, let's increase the price.
Yep.
Man,
But- That's
what they're gonna
I don't
do.
know about that, dog.
I'm not really.
I'm
I don't.
not in it.
If I really just want to list, I don't be yearning for Disney like that.
I do, but
I don't.
it's because I know all the songs and I can, play
sing
the
them.
song.
Listen, YouTube got the
What's
karaoke.
your favorite Disney song?
Part of your world.
Let's get down to business.
Of
Yes,
course,
that's close.
of course.
I like
the Huns.
Beauty
Part
and the
of
Beast.
your world.
Really?
Little
That's your
Mermaid.
Beauty
I
and
like
the
that though.
Look at this stuff.
Isn't it neat?
Oh my!
I don't like that
God.
one. That was never my favorite.
That was a
song.
cute
Motherfucking
song.
Peebo Bryson.
no.
Peebo Bryson.
It's
Come
not
on,
that I don't like
come on.
him. It's just the song. Like it's.
I mean, I
No.
liked Beauty and the Beast
It
just
doesn't really
because
speak to me.
big ass library. I was with
Yeah,
that
that
big
was
ass
dope.
library shit.
You know what?
I
But
was
like-
I'm really not gonna let my kids watch Disney movies till they're older anyway. Like not
Why?
the early ones because they have terrible messages. Like.
Well, that's true. I
you're
mean,
with some guy who kidnapped your dad and is keeping you hostage. Yeah, you should marry that guy. Like,
Wait,
I mean, Snow
wait.
White is like
You
that
talking
lady
about
is
Beauty and
dead
the
and he's
Beast.
giving her full tongue, huh?
yeah.
No, he's
Huh.
not. He
They
pecked
all
her.
have terrible messages.
He
How you should
pecked
just stop
her.
your
No,
whole
he
life for a
slipped her
dude
some
or
tongue.
whatever.
He did not slip
He
her
was
no
like, she
tongue.
dead anyway. Who gonna
Who
complain?
does that?
she didn't even know.
Right.
Damn.
Like, ain't nobody watching.
Ain't nobody
not gonna
did
know.
that.
Let's got.
She, I think he did
domestic
it. Let's be
abuse.
real. Yep.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
That was.
Like, you should
Also,
just
this
take
bitch is out here
abuse and
playing with
stuff.
rats. That's how you get played. You want played? That's how you get played.
See, that's why we're not watching Disney movies.
I mean, if that is your choice, I can understand.
Bad
that.
messages
I don't
inside
know.
of those movies.
What good messages are you gonna put them on? The guppies?
You know,
The what is it? The bubble guppies?
Oh, my son loves that. Bubble, bubble,
Aladdin.
guppies, bubble, bubble,
Aladdin
guppies,
and
guppy,
probably,
guppy, bubbles. He loves
Aladdin's
Princess and the
message
Frog.
is
Because Jasmine was
steal
just
it
like,
until you
Yep,
steal it until you can pay for it.
yep.
gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat. So why can't we all just get along?
No,
Hmm.
no.
But
Fake it
is
till you
that
make
not
it.
showing the class inequality? I want my children, should I ever have
No.
any, I hope I don't. I want them to
said,
know
"Please,
about
Lord."
class inequality and how the proletariat had to struggle.
They showed fake it till you make it.
That's what we all
And
gotta
Jafar
do.
out here showing fake love straight up to their face.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Mm.
Oh, and another thing about these subscription services,
Go back to work, Lewis.
one day you're gonna need your
Go home,
thumbprints to log in, so no more password
I'm not
sharing. What y'all
doing
think
it.
about that?
I
How
hate
you-
that.
How
I
you
hate
gonna
it.
make me
I
do
hate
that on
it.
my TV?
On my TV,
How I'ma do it?
I would just not watch TV. Fuck that.
How I'ma do it? How they gonna
Basically,
do that? They
I
can't
don't
do
know.
that.
I
on-
don't know. They're
I watch
thinking
on
of a
my-
way.
I watch on my PS4.
It's
What you
they
gonna
think of
do?
a way.
Hold your retina up to
Yeah.
the controller. What?
it's not that
Yeah, let us
serious.
get your
Nah.
eyeballs so
Like,
you
I
can
like
watch,
to
you
read
can watch Beauty and the
books.
Beast.
I'll go back to reading books, fucking with y'all.
I really would. Amazon Kindle has
They're
never
gonna kill.
failed
They're gonna
me.
kill the entertainment industry with that. Like, we
Yo.
ain't nobody signing up for no
You're right.
fingerprint.
I'm gonna go
Not
back to
signing up
cable.
for fingerprints,
can't
but also
share
it's
our
like
passwords.
the whole point of
I'ma
me
go back
getting
to
it is to be
cable.
able to share it.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
pay for Netflix. My sister pay for Hulu. I got HBO Go.
because they're like you're
Don't worry
stealing
about
it. People are watching it and not paying for it. Motherfucker, I'm paying for it.
Right.
I'm sharing. It's
And if-
getting paid for.
If they
it,
were in my
right?
house, I wouldn't make them pay for it.
Exactly.
They come over, they watching TV. All right, well that'll be. Hold on, let me tally it up a
Jacob
second.
Collier says no thumbprints, no chips in the skin. Exactly.
That's the mark of the beast.
Chips in skin though. What about on Black Mirror, where you can be like, and
I
like
don't
pull
like
up a
that.
memory and like
I in theory, I like that, but
Nah,
I
I
don't
ain't
remember my
doing
memories.
that shit. Like, no.
I know what I be thinking about.
But the studies show that people really don't remember their memories. We think we be changing it all kind of different fucking ways.
I
Like
see,
they
yeah.
think that Sinbad movie happened, like a Sinbad
I
movie.
swear to God, there was a Sinbad
there was
movie.
no
No.
Sinbad movie.
There was a Sinbad movie about him. A kid became the president or some shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're all thinking about.
But also, it's that Kazam thing with Shaquille
Yeah.
O'Neal.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching some of that.
Wait,
I remember that movie.
But also,
Wait.
I get it mixed up
Shaquille
mentally
O'Neal
for
wasn't
sure.
in-
He was.
I remember that
He was in
movie.
that genie ass, that weird ass movie. Yes. This is prior to
Yeah,
him releasing
that
those
was him.
shacks. Yeah, the Berenstain Bears effect. I'm sorry, the Mandela effect. But I just remembered Berenstain Bears as being the way that it is because I was like, BERENSTEIN
That was Shaq,
is
yeah.
so much more visually pleasing than STAIN. Like Stein as opposed to Berenstain.
Bearstein Bears?
Berenstain.
Bearstein.
No, let's think about it. I don't
Berenstain
Are they
Bears.
Jewish?
Berenstain Bears. I don't
know. I don't
know.
remember the full
think it mattered.
cartoon.
I don't think they were Jewish. They didn't.
But
Yeah,
there was a
they were
cartoon
there was.
about
I think it
like
started with a B, so they're like Bearstein.
okay, so there was a cat, and some people
A
drove
cat?
in apples, and it was like the busy town of
Richard Scary.
Yes,
I don't
that.
remember that.
Motherfucking
Yo,
Richard
people
Scary.
don't remember this cartoon.
Wait,
Maybe
what is
like
it called?
the busy town of Richard Scary.
Richard Scary.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like with the rabbits and the little worm. And I remember one episode they were
Busy
like going to go
World
kiss
of
the Blarney Stone because one couldn't talk. There's like, yeah,
See,
you got to
this
kiss
is
the
the
Blarney
thing.
Stone.
Oh,
These were things.
Yes,
I remember that. That's weird.
It's just the fact that we
Kid
all
shows are
share
weird.
common memories though of certain things. It's just
Yo,
like
some things
this is peculiar.
I'm trying to figure out how did we all live the same childhood at certain intervals. Like
What do you mean?
Like everybody has that, like you could finish people's sentences when they say certain things about their mama. Like my mama would be like, I know you didn't leave that front door open. I know you not in my fridge. What you doing in there? Like people have these certain sayings and I'm
Bring me
just
to no
like
control. But mama is right by
It's
your
right
arm.
Bring it.
there.
You just had to sit
Come
up.
get it.
That's all you literally have to
No,
do.
come get it for me. I told you come here. I told you come here. And it's just like small stuff like that or like the struggle meals. Everybody has the same struggle meal.
You know, I didn't know that
Ramen
eggs and rice was a struggle meal
It
until
is.
my
Eggs and rice is a struggle meal.
I didn't
It
know that. I
is.
thought that was the finest
Spaghetti
fucking
in
delicacy.
some ways is a struggle meal.
Spaghetti is a struggle meal.
Struggle meal.
Don't
Wait,
let it be with
meatless
no
spaghetti.
Bologna sandwiches, fried bologna
Listen,
sandwiches.
I
I like those.
I never got
I
that bad.
hate
I
They
never.
were good.
My mama knew I wasn't fucking no
hate
bologna.
them.
Mm,
I
ain't no
hate
bologna.
bologna now.
What about a
can't do-
spam sandwich? Ugh, it's so salty.
I ain't never ate no spam in my life.
Salty.
I had it
Nothing-
once.
it's
And
not
I
Never.
was never doing that again.
Never. No, I'm mad picky though. And y'all know Thanksgiving coming up. Next episode we need to get into this
Yes.
Thanksgiving
Beans,
food.
greens, potatoes,
But
tomatoes.
let's keep it going. Let's
Your
talk about
name?
Game of Thrones, y'all.
Game
The prequel.
of
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
House of Dragon, Game of Thrones prequel.
I don't know, bruh.
Hope
I
they don't
mean-
fuck it up.
I'm still upset that they're not doing the Summer Isles.
I'm
just
still
I
upset
wanted
that
to
I'm
see
not
the
getting my
colored
books.
people.
I need my
We'll
book.
never see that.
Yeah, me and my
need
friend
my
were talking
book.
about it the other day. It's just like I feel like D&D just pissed George R.R. Martin just off so bad. He was just like, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Go ahead. Let's see
For
how it
real,
goes. Let's
dude.
see how it goes. And I'm gonna go write my book because y'all
Cause
bothering
y'all
me.
bothering me. And
Yeah.
Y'all not even
Y'all not doing what
it.
I told you to do.
I mean, the storyline that they created
It was
is
nonsense.
valid. It's not. It's not
At
nonsense.
the end, it was.
It was not nonsense. It was just so rushed. Those should have been. Those episodes should have been seasons.
But they
that
gave.
war should have been a season.
They just dropped certain storylines. Like you building
Like,
up this whole
Yeah.
the promised prince, and then just be like, oh, never mind. It was
'Cause-
Arya killing what's his name. That's
I
it.
mean,
that's what
we
it was.
never got to see what's his name, Robert's son, Gendry. Gendry should have played a more active role.
Oh, Gendry.
Yeah,
He got a knighthood and he went back to he went to Dragonstone.
yeah, but
That's
he
it.
should-
After old girl said, I am no
Like deuces.
lady, my G. We're not doing any of that marriage shit.
I don't know what you heard.
I don't know who you thought.
You thought I changed
Just
since
because
you
my
knew
last
me
name
last.
Stark don't mean shit. Don't get it twisted.
Oh no.
We can still bang
a
though.
girl was not satisfied. No,
She said, "Hey,
she
we
the
can
way
still
she was
bang
looking
it.
afterwards. You know when you
She was
fuck,
like,
you got
that was
fucked
very
real good, you go to
overwhelming.
sleep.
ah,
said
She
that's
was wide
very
awake. She
overwhelming.
was
I am
staring at the
done.
ceiling.
Was she? Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But
I
to
mean,
be
that was the
fair,
first
though, they were
time.
about to die.
They were about to die.
Well,
But
they
you
thought
saw
they
Ginger
were.
was asleep.
He
Ginger thought he put in work.
Out.
Ginger said, I did my job.
No, you
I did my
not.
due
I'm gonna get my
diligence.
sleep
No,
before we
you
go fight
didn't.
these zombies.
I mean, the one storyline that I
White
am mad
Walkers.
with
Uh-huh.
is Jamie Lannister.
Why are you mad about that storyline?
Oh, I'm so pissed.
you know what? I'm mad
he
about
was
that, too.
doing so well. He had it. He came out of his sister's underlying. He was like, you know what? She gonna do what she wanna do. She's not the best person, but she is. I do love her.
But it
Which
makes
is-
sense.
And that's that.
It makes
and he
sense,
left that.
though.
And he was like, Bree, you kind of fine over there. And I said, oh, snap.
It still hurt.
She gonna give it up to
It still
Jamie.
hurt.
It hurt me bad, dude.
Then left that girl outside in her
said,
bathrobe.
Yes, being like, come back. Looking longingly
coulda-
into the wind, like
Just tall and long.
know you
Longer than
coulda.
Luke Club going down Buck.
You knew you ain't had no business going over there fighting the dude that your sister was humping anyway.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, every time you leave, your sister humping on somebody
I'm just
else.
mad that Jamie
That's
Lannister
true.
is not the one who killed Cersei, because in the book that it was a prophecy that the younger brother was supposed to be the one.
It was
to
supposed to be
kill her.
Tyrion.
Was
Tyrion's
it
supposed to kill her.
It just said younger brother.
It says
could have
dwarf.
been either.
It could.
It says
Oh, it
dwarf.
said dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
A dwarf would come and kill her children, and then her. Yeah, it's a
But he
dwarf.
didn't kill none of his. Her
Was
children.
that
Well,
a
kind
prophecy
of,
or was that
sort
just a
of, kinda
curse that
killed her.
Tyrion laid on her?
It wasn't Tyrion
No,
Lannister's
it was
curse.
the
It was an old woman.
the frog or something.
It was
right?
an
The
old
frog witch or
woman.
something like that, whatever her
Yeah,
name
she
was.
came up and she was like, "You and
Give
you know the usual. You being a snotty nose bitch."
I like that shade. She
and
was
you
all
got
like,
money.
"The king is gonna have 29 children. You gonna have 3, bitch." I was like,
Yeah, and he definitely
I
does.
said, "Ooh."
So technically speaking, that one son, they got a couple of other kids out here. They're supposed to be
Hella kids.
girls. Some of these girls are actually supposed to have some roles.
They were.
Yeah, like honestly
Yeah.
speaking, the first daughter of his,
Yeah.
because his first child was actually a girl.
Okay.
She got to get married out to somebody. Then you got to throw in homeboy who, he ends up with the land. That's a story in itself.
Yeah.
The end of the Targaryen line
Yeah.
and the fact that we combined 2 characters into one pisses me off like no
Well,
other.
who was combined?
There is an actual Targaryen prince. Rhaegar's youngest son, not Jon.
Oh,
but
you're right. You're
the
right.
baby. The
You're
baby
right. I
got
forgot about him.
spared, and he grew up, and he was on his way to meet Daenerys in the book.
Sure enough. You right.
I
Now, in the
totally forgot
book-
about that. You were so
in
right.
the book, I was so ready for this. I was like, "Oh
I was
shit,
like, oh,
my
me-
girl Danny about to have 3 husbands in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
We gonna
All
have
the
husbands
men's.
in this bitch."
Husbands on husbands on
husbands
husbands.
on husbands.
It's
Top of
raining men.
husbands,
Hallelujah.
More husbands.
And then we get the underline that Jon isn't what they think Jon is,
yes.
which I do believe.
I thought I was like,
that's
okay.
that was a good
all right,
layout.
more contenders for this Game of Thrones. All right, I'm with
He's
it.
a Targaryen.
And then it's like,
that makes perfect sense. They played into the book so well,
and
with
then they
leading
just
that. The book drops off. The book's technically speaking, the book Jon is still dead. We
Oh,
have not revived Jon in
that's
this book.
true.
Jon
That's
is
why
dead.
when
That's
that
where we're at in
when
the
he
books. So
Jon
he was
is
never
dead.
revived after
He
they
has-
did a mutiny.
Jon, everything after Jon dying
Is all
at the
made
wall,
up.
everything else is made up. Bree is actually
Mind
almost
blown.
dead in the books as well.
wasn't she fighting that bear last
Show
time?
the fuck was.
Yeah.
She was getting that ass toe up.
The
In a
bear,
dress.
that happened like
She
a
was
long time
dying.
ago.
Yeah, that's because
That's
the
where her storyline.
HBO
stopped.
has gone so much further
They
than
just doing shit.
and they just talking
I
upside
mean,
of
they
their neck.
they consult with him at
But
some
it's
point.
like I feel like
but
he's
it's
just
just like,
saying, you know what, y'all should do
I mean,
this.
you got it.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Throw that in there.
You got it, Playboy.
And then when
It
the book
works.
come out, it's be like, this ain't what the series was doing. Show ain't.
Exactly.
Fuck boy.
They didn't know what they were doing.
Cause man, that book
mean-
turns. Them books twist you up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good in the book.
Maybe I'll commit myself to trying to reread those.
You need that.
I want to start. I
You
need
need
to start
that in your
reading
life.
again. I used to
Yeah.
read so much.
But have y'all read the
Life
prequel?
happened. I have
I
not.
haven't.
I've read
But I'm
some of
going
the
to.
prequel
I got a
stuff that he's
synopsis of
made
it.
about, the adventures of Egg and
Yeah.
but
Egg turns out to be the king.
yeah.
Like
But-
3-4 kings ago before
Yeah,
we got the
some
mad
years
one.
ago. But I'm
Egg is,
still upset about not getting the summer aisles. But I know that D&D we're not gonna do that right because of them trying to
many
do
black
Confederate.
people.
Like
Oh, I thought they dumped Confederate.
they dumped Confederate, but the fact that
Netflix or something.
me and my friend were talking about it, it's just like the fact that y'all not
Thought
only
about
talk,
that.
we're talking about this amongst yourselves. You don't put this out into the atmosphere for something for black people to be excited about, because black people would have to play some roles on that show.
No.
You want me to be
I
a
would not
happy
wanna be
slave
in
in
those.
2019?
Man.
Bruh.
Man,
not
Boy,
happening.
it makes me cough because I'm laughing. Also, I have bronchitis. But yeah, no, unacceptable. Like, so I didn't want them to be the front runners for that show in general, but the fact that it's still not going to happen is just disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk to the people.
Yeah,
What's
what are
up?
y'all saying?
On the YouTube chat, we have
The rail,
the real
so
school.
cool.
The rail so cool. Last comment was, oh damn, chewing into T'Challa. I'm gonna sit back on this one.
Hey man,
I'm gonna chew into
This T'Challa
T'Challa.
ain't shit.
Wow.
Forget him. Forget him. He's not shit. How you gonna open up
That's not-
Wakanda to the United Nations? Bitch, what?
Cause that's the point is
Just
to
let everybody
make
have the
it-
vibranium.
No, they're not doing that.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's not what they're going to do.
what's
When
gonna
you
happen.
open up
That's
your
what's gonna
country,
happen.
you decide how I'm going to help, where I'm going to help, and what I'm going to help with.
Some old
You
bullshit.
cannot tell me what the fuck to help you with. Because honestly, half of the problems y'all got, y'all don't really have.
Watch the United States
And
send
technically
some people over there to
speaking-
start a coup or
How?
Yeah.
How?
revolution.
They've already
I mean,
tried that, though. That's
Let
the
them
point.
try again.
They
So they
have
don't get that vibranium one way or another.
but
Bruh,
if
they
it's
don't get it.
open, then it's gonna
you
be a lot
gotta
easier.
read the past about Wakanda. They've been trying to invade
Read.
Wakanda. They've tried to enslave Wakandians. They have tried to do so many things to Wakanda.
Wakanda. This is like a
Wakanda.
legit name. What's your name?
Ain't it?
Wakanda.
There's somebody gonna be that's
That
gonna name
actually
their child
that sound like
Wakanda.
a legit
it's
name.
gonna
That
be
sound like a
name.
name.
I didn't do it. I didn't
I
do
think that
it.
sound like a name.
It's not my child. I promise.
Put that out there in the universe.
Wakanda. They have tried to do so many things to Wakanda over the years. And in fact, in some of the newer ones, we come in on a CIA briefing of them trying to get intel in Wakanda. And they actually work with Claw to do so. So they have done it before. They have tried. They have failed. They had no information. Zero. Zip. You don't know nothing that I don't want you to know.
Not a ding damn
Not a
thing.
damn thing. And you don't need to know nothing until I feel like you need
Then
to
what
know
was the
something.
point of doing the whole United Nations thing? He was gonna
That
say
was
something.
just a
the
outreach
point?
into the world, because I can't come into the cities that I want to come into and help the people that I want to help under the guise that I'm just a goat herder.
not helping nobody.
You don't know that.
They ain't doing
You're
shit.
not gonna give them a chance to do shit, is you?
Well, we'll see. But
You
I
ain't
don't
get.
think
You
it's gonna
already. You
come to
already wrote it
nothing.
off.
I don't
You
think it's
done
gonna come
already
to
wrote it off.
nothing.
You done already wrote. You doubt the power of the black woman in these communities.
Cedric's asking if there's more to Game of Thrones. What you mean?
There's
more,
a
more to
more to get.
Like,
Oh
there's-
my god!
I mean,
They-
there's the whole map in the
what you
book. Like,
yeah.
we could get into
What you
the,
saw in the show was like
Baby. That's the baby version.
yes.
I want
Do
to
you
talk more
know-
about the sand snakes.
Yo, that whole kingdom.
Matter of fact, let's hear
is
about the
bonkers.
children. Let's.
Yeah,
I want more.
wanna hear about
Now,
the
that
children.
George R. R.
And
Martin
I feel
don't
like
need
they
to die
dropped the
for a
ball
long
with the
time.
Night King. He was just kind of like, I just want to destroy you just cause. And
You know-
I thought they were gonna go deeper, and they just let it go too.
No, it
Like
was,
watching Arya kill him
that's
was
technically a
satisfying,
curse.
but at the same time,
mean, they
it's just
did go
like
in.
this is that's
They
it.
did go into
did,
it.
but like I
They
wish they
go
would
into
did
it.
it.
They did
I don't
they
know.
did they did to the best
But
of their
It
abilities,
wasn't
because
we know that,
satisfying.
but we know
Yeah,
that Bran is the
you're
Night
right.
King.
even in the book we don't have
How
this
did
information.
Bran get to be the Night King? It's like I need.
He's not the Night King.
Bran is not the Night King.
No, he's not the Night King. In the
Okay.
books, is he the Night King?
He's not the Night
He's
King.
not the Night
in the
either.
books, I felt as though he was being led towards being as well as
could
the one
be.
eye.
That is
the
a
one
theory,
eye-
though. He
Yeah.
could be
The one
the
eye
Night
dog.
King.
I think he is because like he has the far sight.
Yeah, he can go back.
He can go back and
so
forth.
he could get stuck there. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Because of
listen.
the
I'm
Night
just. I'm
But
just
why would
saying.
he want to
He's the
destroy
making
that
humanity
out
though?
there.
He sees the making of the Night King.
He sees the
They
making of-
made the Night.
Yeah,
the,
wouldn't he recognize
the
himself?
the
But
children
if
of the
he went
forest.
back and got stuck,
No, the children of the forest created the Night King as a deterrent to the forces of man that were coming in. You know what Native Americans should have did.
They should have created the Night King.
Should have created the Night
He
King.
didn't-
That'd have got
he
them
wasn't up on
invaders
that. You
off
should create
real
Night
fast.
King. Made a mistake.
Y'all scared the fuck out of them colonizers. They would have went right back on them goddamn ships. I'm just saying. That's dark as fuck.
It was.
But it's true. But they were trying to defend themselves, so they created something that would defend them. It does not help them. In fact, it sees them trying to defend themselves against it, and it turns on them even more. It helps destroy the children of the forest. It helps destroy everything, and the only thing that stops it is when summer comes. And in this magical ass land, summer be lasting like
forever.
12 years of summer. I wish I could have 12 years of summer. Do you know what I do?
But winter's
with 12
coming,
years
though.
of a hot girl summer.
But winter's
12
coming
years
eventually.
of a hot girl summer.
And y'all know the parable of the ants and the grasshopper. Like, you out here having a hot girl summer and not storing up no vegetables and shit.
I'm saving my knees. That's all. Cartilage in my knees. That's it. Storing that. Okay.
All right, girl. You can be hungry. You can be chewing on that cartilage.
Hey. I mean, technically speaking, that's what was gonna really kill them in the end.
Yeah.
In the book, at least.
Yeah.
There's a few people that are actually thinking about it in the book. Like, hey, it's been summer for these years and y'all don't have no stocks.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't pull nothing back.
No dragon glass.
No dragon glass.
Nigga, where your dragon glass at?
They just been hanging out.
On
They worry
an
about it
island.
later. That's such like a man thing to do. Just be like, I'm just gonna worry
the
about it
book
later.
is ran by men, and that's why the ending of the series in the show is perfect, because you see a woman come in, take all of this power, get everything, because she got everything, and then you have a man do what men always do. Oh, I don't like that. That's dangerous. She has to be stopped. She's lost her mind.
She
She's
did lose her
crazy.
mind.
No, she did not. She avenged the fuck out of her family.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I
Why
did
would
not
you
blame her.
trying to take over?
She avenged.
You
choose
trying to take it over,
violence.
but then you gonna like just
No.
destroy it. You destroyed the whole fucking thing.
I
And then
mean,
you call
every
yourself-
single person
you call
in
yourself
that
like
city.
the breaker of chains and all this
Every
and
single
stuff, and then you just
person in that
destroy it.
city had a choice before she got there. She sent the message loud and clear.
Where the fuck were they
You
supposed to
can
go?
leave. She said, "You
Are we
can
talking
leave."
Cersei or Daenerys?
She's talking. I'm talking Daenerys.
Oh,
Daenerys
yeah.
sent a message to them people, to everyone.
Well, how the fuck
she
was they gonna
said
leave?
the same way they fucking got there, because they ran there.
Beat your feet.
Get on your feet. Get out the city. It was plain and simple. She said, "You can leave. Open the gates. You can leave." And seriously, open them gates, and nobody left. So now
'Cause they
you're
was scared.
subjected.
They up in the Red Keep.
You
they
are
think that
subjected to whatever fate
Bro, you
befalls that.
tripping.
And
That shit was
Daenerys,
out of
them
line.
bells.
fuck them kids.
Fuck
That was
was
not
out
them
of
bells.
line.
what was out of line was stalking and chasing down a 2-year-old child with assassins.
Yeah.
Because that's what that is. That's what they did.
Yeah, but
they killed
At the
her
same
nieces
time-
and nephews when they were infants. They stalked her from her birth. They tried to kill
Isn't
her.
that what happens when you play the Game of Thrones?
Cersei is also a victim of her circumstances
Kingdom's
as
fall.
well. Like
They
he married
do,
to.
but the people, the common people,
Kingdom-
that's not their fault.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't be there.
Hey man,
They gotta live somewhere. Like
You
people
can-
attack
people
everywhere.
die when the
Can
Game of
move.
Thrones gets played.
You can move.
Right.
You
That
can
shit
always
was
move.
ridiculous.
Better pat your feet, turn
You
the
better
corner.
pack your bags and leave.
In the
Take
still
what's
of the night.
needed.
Right.
Take
But
what's needed. And
Cersei
that-
was just as much a victim of her circumstance as Daenerys was.
Cersei wasn't no victim.
Cersei-
She made the
she
most
had
of
some
it.
Cersei was not a
victimization.
victim.
She made the
Cersei was not a
most
victim,
of
but
it.
she was also a woman in a
That's true.
middle century medieval type era. She's being bartered. Like even after even after she's already had her kids, she's still being bartered around to get married again.
That made me sad when she's so like powerful and proud, and then she was like, "Dad, please don't make me like
Right.
marry him."
So
and I was like,
to
"Damn,
have
so
that
you're like
power
the queen, but you
and
still
then
have
be
no
like,
power."
I'm not going to yield. I'm not going to give up. I want my fucking elephants, and I choose violence. I was with that shit. I still didn't like how she died though. I was like, I need somebody. I wanted Arya to take her. I wanted that bad.
I wanted Jamie to kill her.
Nah, I wanted Arya to do it with Jamie's face on.
Y'all are tripping, man.
Yeah.
Y'all are tripping. Y'all are ready to kill that woman for nothing. I was just like, man, she gonna die. She gonna die.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not mad with how she died.
Y'all
but-
ready to
Oh, we
Be
gotta get to
somber.
the sad things.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, John Witherspoon.
R.I.P.
He's
Rest in heaven.
dead.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yes.
Darrell Thomas. Yes, that is what men do. They come in and say women are too powerful, and then they make them witches and call them crazy and
Yeah.
kill them.
Yeah.
And that dragon knew what's up. That
Yeah.
dragon was just like, you know, I can't hit you, But fuck this throne. How about that? I'm done. Exits.
But
Man.
John Witherspoon, legendary, played everybody's daddy and their granddaddy. Friday, The Boondocks. Let's not forget Pops.
The Wayans brothers.
We're
Yeah.
brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're coloring.
Give me a
high five.
Give me a high five.
Mm.
Yeah, I got
Amazing.
one.
Yeah.
Cut and print.
I took a slug of promethazine before I came. It
Oh
was,
my
she's
it was,
sluggish.
You telling
I am-
everybody.
Stop promoting this.
I'm not
business.
promoting it. Listen, y'all, use your medicine for what the medicine is intended for.
Please.
I don't understand how people can drink codeine and say, let's go have fun. No, you know what I'm about to do? Let's go to...
Y'all know
I'm
the
dead.
Simpsons
I'm in the
invented
bed.
lean. Did y'all see that clip?
What?
From The Simpsons, he invented lean. He's like, I came home one night and I got some cough syrup, put some alcohol in, and I said, what?
That don't even sound delicious to
Isn't
me.
That doesn't sound
This man, he
appetizing.
really-
Tussin, just the
invented
taste of
lean.
Tussin, just thinking about it, make bleh.
Yeah, I don't understand people can drink that
Oh.
either. It's disgusting.
No,
Y'all good.
no, thank you. But yeah, I ain't as quick as I normally am, so this is your time. You're trying to catch me slipping. This is the
This
time
is
is
it.
now.
She
But I
don't
never slip. I never fall.
But-
A lot of hoes give me their number and I never call.
Child. Number one in the hood, G. I didn't say that today.
You didn't.
Number one
let us
in the
know.
hood, G. As
We
you
gotta
can
get a
see.
tag. We gotta get that to play so you can just play. You need it on a button.
Number
So
one
you
in the
just,
hood, G.
yeah, just
But
like
nah.
reggae air horns.
Since we do not have John Witherspoon, I do not want a Boondocks.
I think they
I
should still
don't
do
want
it.
them to come. I
I
don't.
don't agree.
You will not
I
Aunt
don't-
Viv John Witherspoon.
I don't
No.
want to see
but
it.
he's
No.
dead.
I
What
refuse.
can you do?
Just not
can
do it because really
just-
Aaron McGruder ain't what he
That's
used to be.
selfish.
Yeah.
The old gray mayor ain't what she used
He
to
ain't
be.
what he used to be.
What used to
And
be.
and
Ain't what
the
he used to
comedy
be.
that we were used to with the Boondocks.
We can't have that no more.
I mean, you can.
I
but
just want
at
to
the-
see. I want to see for myself.
But
I don't think it's gonna be
be
good. I feel it's gonna be more offensive
It's
as
gonna be
opposed to
taken.
humorous.
I mean, because it was supposed to be offensive and humorous at the same time.
Yeah,
But it was so it was so
so
insightful.
danced that line very well.
It was so insightful, dog.
But
Like,
now
I
I feel
can't
like it's
ignore
like with
that.
Dave Chappelle coming out. Like Dave Chappelle just trying to make people mad
yeah,
just for
that
views.
Hold up. Dave Chappelle make you actually think about some shit.
He make you think, but like at this point in my
Because
life,
now I
like,
started thinking about how do other LGBTQAA members treat
forgot
trans.
They didn't.
Sorry for my eyes.
The truth is, there's a
Um,
history of them not treating trans people
Very well.
Yeah.
They don't
And
talk
that
about that.
history is something that I don't want to like oversight. But he brought it to my attention that they really be in the car just saying some
Wild shit.
It don't be wild. It be their personal thing. It's like, yo, I'm really hot. You always hot. Whoa. Abrasive. Let's calm down.
All right.
Sweetheart just said she was hot in the backseat. Just turn it on. Tell
Well,
her roll the window down. Let her
Let's
roll
talk
the
about
window.
the real controversy of Dave Chappelle's stand up. Does
Yeah.
he really have a heroin white like buried somewhere on his property or whatever? Like everybody just glasses over that. He said he shot a heroin white in his kitchen.
I choose to
What
believe
did
not.
he do with the
I don't
heroin
know.
white? Like
I
But at
don't
the
know.
same time,
it's
it's Ohio, so who knows?
He's buried out back. That's what I'm saying. Like nobody talk about that, but Dave Chappelle just admitted he murdered somebody and got him under the floorboard. or some
Maybe,
shit.
do you
Like,
think that the FBI goes and like talks to you after stuff like that when you high
Probably.
profile like that? Like,
maybe
I doubt
somebody's
it.
do we need to
missing?
bring the sniffer dogs?
Is there a heroin white missing in the area?
Ain't nobody do
But
that.
would anybody be looking for the heroin? Like,
Uh-huh.
I mean, they can still have parents and shit. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the type of heroin. If it's that OxyContin and shit, like,
Nobody looking for him.
no, if it's some
Yeah,
the
some
opioids,
Oxy.
is it some pills?
They
And
actually
somebody's
like
looking for them. If it's
Yeah.
they shooting up, they riding the horse.
They buy
I
their
don't
own.
know.
They buy your own.
They buy
forget you.
themselves.
They'll
Heroin
forget you.
and heroin addicts can live forever
What about them just
as
going
long
to
as they got a
college?
little bit of that crank. They're good to go.
Oh, Daryl Thomas, that's actually an idea. You talking about the Boondocks?
Going to college.
Going to college?
Yeah, see, there's ways to keep it
Huey
going.
out
and
here.
then we don't have to worry about
Not
like
pop
they can.
so much. You
Yeah.
know what I
Well,
mean?
we take out granddad. We focus on college problems.
yeah,
Yeah,
That might
like
actually
Huey as a
be
senior and Riley as a freshman.
yeah.
they that old? They that separate?
I think so.
I don't think they that separate.
I mean, how old is Huey? Because I was
Well, we
assuming
don't
that
know.
Huey was like
Nah, I
10,
gotta
11.
find
So I thought he was 10 or
Riley's
11.
like 8.
let me go search.
Nigga, you gay.
Nigga, you gay. And that was just that the
I mean,
that,
people still say
even
nigga you
that
gay. It's
sentence,
very
Yes.
that sentence was to bring highlight to what y'all really sound like.
Yeah.
Y'all sound
You sound
like
stupid.
nigga, you gay.
The whole thug
Goofy as
with
fuck.
the
And then
the
you
crop
meet
top
somebody who's
shirts.
actually gay and don't say nothing.
Yep.
Y'all think that shit cool, but okay. How
I'm
old?
sleep.
I know you are.
You know, if you
Odie.
Google Boondocks characters, Kanye comes up under Uncle
Yes, he
Ruckus.
does.
Oh yes.
I seen that shit. I about fell out.
Okay, so Huey is 10.
Okay.
Remember that.
Okay, so that make Riley like 8 or something.
Hold on.
But also, you got to consider Huey smart as fuck. So Huey
he's
probably
smart.
skipped ahead.
Yeah.
So Huey could easily be, let's say,
And
20.
Riley is 8.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not that far. apart.
Huey did not skip ahead.
I think he would.
They wouldn't let him because he's a black boy
Yeah.
with
They
an
let
afro.
me. Shit. I was a black
a-
girl with an afro.
He's a black boy with an afro. It's a
Oh,
little bit
that's
of a
different.
different struggle.
Yeah.
And when you too
It's rough
smart,
out here.
too young as a black
don't
boy,
like that. They
they
think you being
don't like that.
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. Oh, he's got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Use
He's
some big
angry.
I
words and
can't
shit.
wait to have a son and
Some
have
big
him
words
have
and
all
shit.
these big vocabulary words and just have my attitude about authority.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I use the bathroom if I have to pee? That was my main question.
Hold
Why
up
am
my
I
hand
holding
and
up
stuff.
my hand to go and do a bodily function? Like,
Because if I did it right here,
if
then
I
y'all
did it
would
right
have
here,
a
you have a
problem.
problem.
No, it's
I'm gonna have a
about-
problem because my mama gonna be very upset with me.
Just
but you
as,
gonna have
as
a
a former teacher, it's more so like if we're in the middle of a lesson and I know that you a wanderer, nah.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Nah, you
yeah.
can't get up and go to the bathroom. You gonna wait till we go as a group when I can
Yeah.
count his. But
That's true.
it's but I'll talk more about my life as a teacher. I used to.
Ooh, we gonna get into
Sometimes
that.
I'll be
real
missing
good.
it, but then
Maybe
I'll
that
be
can
remembering.
an episode.
Nah,
She's like,
Oh
oh,
my God.
PTSD. I just had a flashback just now.
I mean, I used to teach. That shit was fun. Teaching was fun to me.
Is it? Not to
I did it
me.
for 6 years.
I
And
like
just,
my
I
children,
haven't done
not
it
other
that long.
people's
That's
children.
why I've done it for I did 2 summer schools, and I was,
Nah,
just
man.
just sometimes, and it was just the little kids. Like I had 2nd grade, I had 4th grade. I loved the 2nd grade more than I loved the 4th grade.
Second grade's better.
2nd grade, it was just like it was so easy to command the classroom. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so this is what we're doing today. You know, my
Yeah.
teacher wasn't here. I was a teacher's aide.
Mhm.
My teacher was never there, and I was just like, "Oh, bet I got this. We're doing this today. We're doing addition, subtraction. We're gonna do, sight words. These words of the vocabulary, whatever. It would be fun."
Yeah, second grade
you
is a
can-
breeze. It's the
4th
older
grade.
grades. Once they get past that, when they start taking that STAR test,
And it's not.
Oh, no.
nah, they down the tubes.
Maybe I was in Louisiana. We
Now,
didn't do
listen,
that.
once they start taking any standardized testing, because
yeah.
under second grade,
Yeah.
they're probably not taking it.
4th
After
grade
that,
does.
I
after
can't
that,
deal. I cannot.
But
deal
I was
with
at a
people's
Catholic
kids.
school.
Oh no.
4th grade Catholic schools in Louisiana don't do standardized tests.
That's
period,
good.
point blank.
I don't think standard.
Not going to. Not shan't. Won't. Can't.
is that
Cannot make
a
us.
It's because they're a religious school. That's why.
yeah.
Archdiocese run. Not the.
So, how do y'all
What?
not
How do you-
matriculate, but what is your standard of going to the next level?
You have final exams in all your
Mhm.
classes.
Okay.
Do you pass your final exams, and what are your main course grade in that subject?
Okay.
It's a little bit different.
No, I mean that's what all that we do, except plus the standardized
I
test.
just think
What
we
the
should
fuck
eliminate
is
the
this?
standardized
What-
test. There's no.
I
like,
agree.
I mean,
what's the point?
I had to give standardized tests to kindergartners. I
Oh
had,
my God!
I
Are you
had little
serious?
kids
Y'all,
crying
you're
because they
tripping.
couldn't finish. And I feel like a monster, just like I'm sorry, baby, but you got to.
Give me the test. Give me the pencil.
Nah, not even.
What
It's just
the
like
heck?
you got to take this test. Like
Let me just
what
bubble,
the
just
heck?
bubble
not
in
that
some
my
stuff.
job is on the line. It essentially came down to that. It's just like whatever you need to do to get done, gonna get it done. But you
Kindergarten,
still
what
got
you
to do it.
standardized testing a kindergartner on, like, and
School
expect them to sit
systems-
there and finish it, like,
I
The
don't.
government has placed
was
into
The
its-
ITBS.
what?
There's a
It's the
something-
Iowa something.
That's
Yeah.
foolishness.
But
No
ITBS
way.
is just
They be testing the
leveling the kids
kids.
out just to figure
Yeah.
out what level they're on purportedly.
But see,
Yeah.
you can do that with actually teaching the children in
Yes.
the class, and
Yeah.
then saying, well, you didn't understand this, and this is a tough topic for you, and these are the things.
But we
that you
don't have
excel
time
in.
for that.
Why do we not have time?
Because y'all got
They
30
got 8
kids in
hours.
one class.
We got 8 hours.
And 30 kids.
Oh,
and-
I forgot. That's a thing we need to talk about. If you actually paid teachers, people would want to be teachers.
Yeah, and then y'all got two classes
if
here in one
honestly-
classroom and stuff.
If
you
if
like,
actually
everything was
paid
paid
them.
equally, I would go back and be a teacher.
Yo, if I could get paid how I'm supposed to get paid as a teacher,
As a professional.
I'd have been there.
Yeah.
I'd have been in there with no problems. You got me in an English classroom. We're gonna do some poems. It's gonna be fire. Let's
My
do
brother
that.
started teaching, I think my 6th year. He was making what I made as a beginning teacher.
No thank you.
Like, and that's me coming in like 6 years prior. Like, they are not fairly compensated
At all.
They want to talk about giving teachers guns. Go on and give
Oh,
a teacher a gun if
no.
you want to.
The first thing
It's
was
about to be
gonna
a
shoot
stick
up.
up.
Give me your lunch money.
Honestly.
David
was just
Chappelle
awful.
made them jokes, and them jokes was funny. Giving
Speaking
teachers
of
guns.
children,
Oh, we gonna jump into that.
that's all
No,
you know.
well, I mean, we
and
still got a
describe.
couple things.
Let's
you know,
that's
let's
true.
Demon Slayer.
yes. I saw what you tagged me
Stage
in.
play.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't like it?
I don't know how I feel about live action anything.
Yeah.
It's a play. I'm
Boy.
I'm interested in seeing a play.
I'm not.
That's
I'm not.
that's different. That's true.
Very different.
A stage play, because it's probably not going to be
Mass production. Or
yeah,
something.
telecast.
And that's a good thing. You can do it in your area. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But live actions as a whole, there are so many anime that you can actually do live actions to, and we would have no problem. Slice of life anime is a thing, and those things you should give live actions to.
Yeah, because that's realistic.
That's
like, you're not gonna be able
realistic.
to show me no Naruto shit.
You can't do what Demon
Running
Slayer
like
is
Naruto
doing.
looks weird in real life.
What you say?
Is
I
it?
said running like Naruto looks weird in real life.
Why you be saying that man's name
Because it
like
do
that?
look weird. Whatever.
I'm just
Naruto.
Naruto.
it hurt me.
Naruto.
Yep.
Naruto.
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 Naruto. Naruto.
Sakura.
Yo, the funniest thing I've ever done is go down like this canyon with an echo, and we was just like, Kagome!
Yes.
They be yelling to the wind on that show. What? But now I love Demon Slayer's art
Yeah.
in the animation. I don't want a live action of this. I don't need it.
I just like the costumes. I think they look cool.
And I
Especially how
think
they
it
did
would
Zenitsu and all
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
that. Yeah.
That's
The
peculiar.
They
Demon
definitely
Lord.
got Michael Jackson.
Michael
dog.
Jackson didn't die. He just became the Demon Lord.
Nesco, are you okay? I'm done. Like, they really be making songs about this.
Yes.
But he really does look like it.
He does.
Man.
You can't tell
It's
me
distressing.
that's not what they were going for.
That's
Yeah.
100% what they were
Looks
going
just
for.
like Michael
It's
Jackson.
well, it does change up later.
Yeah, he looks like more like a girl.
Oh,
or
he
something.
looks like a girl. But he also does
You can
several,
still tell it's him. Though.
like, spoiler alert, he's going to do several of the looks.
Yeah, I kind of got that. Like he
Oh, I'm
changes up his
excited.
look
He changes
whenever
up
he
his
gets
look.
figured out.
Oh, let it be the bad. Oh, let it be bad.
Nah, it's not. It's not at all. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you live that dream.
See, because that would have got me watching today.
Girl.
It's just like I get to see
But
Michael
man,
Jackson dancing around.
I cannot wait until y'all see this movie, because the sequence that they have to put on that train for this movie,
I'm excited about it.
it's going to be amazing. It's going to make you cry.
Oh Lord.
But it's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be some stuff.
So you mean someone's gonna die? Is that
No,
what's
that's not what
happening
I'm
here?
saying. I can't say
Mm.
anything along those lines. 'Cause that's like a
Spoilers.
spoiler. But I'm saying the sequences in the manga, first of all. And if I can see it in the manga, you know it's about to be popping once it gets on this screen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like the sequences are just going to be so good. And the way that they've been animating this has been it's delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll rewatch a couple episodes just to watch the sword work. Like just the flow of it on film is amazing.
All right. You
So-
convinced
Yeah,
me.
you should definitely watch it. I
You
like
should
it.
definitely
watch it.
It's very
And
good.
then
I know it's on Hulu.
They
I just,
Crunchyroll.
they don't
I've
cheat
been
you.
watching American Dad over and over again. I don't know why.
Nah, they don't cheat you in Demon Slayer, and I love that. Like, you know how we get
What you
this
talking
automatic power up out of nowhere? Power ups don't come out of nowhere in Demon Slayer.
You got to
Yeah.
work for it?
He worked for it.
All right.
He done work for everything that he's able to do.
I appreciate that.
Like training.
Yes.
And then he says, I was doing this for years. The training process took years.
Not like a montage.
Not months.
Hey, man.
Not
years.
Not you got
One
2
Punch Man
months.
worked for his.
He did that over the course of years, though.
He did. He
So
worked
I
for
guess
it.
he did.
My nigga's hair fell plumb
Good.
out. Eating daily bananas.
Yep.
Because he wasn't making
No
no
air
money.
conditioning.
He ain't got no money. He broke. He got
100
broke.
How many
everything.
push-ups
So
did he do
you
a day?
telling
100
me-
push-ups.
Yep.
100 sit-ups.
Yep.
10 miles.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 10 kilometers. That's
Kilometers,
longer, my
longer than
nigga.
miles. You telling me if all these broke niggas out here would just spend their money more wisely and do exercise, they'd be One Punch Men by now.
Yep.
I honestly feel like
Looking
if I
at
got
you.
on the one punch diet, like a modified one punch diet.
No,
but I
not
just-
modified. You
No,
can't
listen,
modify it.
we live in Texas, my
You
nigga.
cannot
I'm not
modify
modifying that
it.
air conditioner.
Cannot
That air conditioner coming
modify
on.
it, dude.
I'll turn it on heat.
You cheating yourself.
Listen,
You cheating your training.
I don't want to be bald though.
Yeah. That's the air conditioner was what got him bald.
Because right now my
I'm
wig's
convinced.
barely staying on.
Bald headed bitches have the most fun.
That's true, but at the same time, you know, sometimes your head get cold.
Dude,
My mama
I
bald
don't
right this
remember
moment.
that. I
Her
don't
head-
remember my head
Her
getting
head
cold.
be cold. She be walking around with her little beanies. She's cute, but I
probably
ain't really
adorable.
with that. Yeah, it is.
Man, all this hair's got to go. Look at this. I can't even put my...
I love it.
Sit it back. Do something. Do something, hair. Just not that.
I'm trying to
Um,
decide what I'm gonna like. I want to do faux locks, and I know that this
Ooh.
isn't long enough for me to like lock it up yet.
Mm.
So
Are you trying to lock it for
I want to
real?
lock it for real, but I need to get it a little bit longer because right now this
I
is.
say you can start it.
I could start it now, but I
You don't think you gonna like it?
I don't know.
I'm
You
not
said,
certain.
"Mm."
I'm a little torn because I'm the type of person I need to be able to go and wash my hair when I want to wash it.
Mm.
I don't not know.
Yeah, I can't not wash my hair, dude. I
not
tried
no
that.
dry shampoo. Not no.
No.
No. I want to be able to get
I
up
don't
in
like
there,
that.
scrub, rub, rinse, repeat.
Scrub rub.
Hmm.
Dirty joke. Card Capture Sakura is back.
Well, season 2.
Season 2?
Clear. There's a clear card or clear cloud. There's a
Really?
Clear card. Yeah.
I always
It's
wanted to
season
watch
2.
that,
I
but
mean,
it was never on
I catch
anything when I grew up.
I catch it every now and then, and I'll be like, okay.
I was just
This'll-
like, this just
This
looks
will
cute.
put me to sleep.
Yeah,
Sure.
I put it there because it's a magical girl anime.
Yeah.
It was my second fave when I was growing up, but
Where
watching
did-
it now
where did you
is
watch
kinda-
it?
It's on Crunchyroll. Or
No,
is it on
where when you
Crunchyroll?
were growing
When
up,
you
where
were
did you
growing
watch
up,
it?
where do you watch it?
Oh, it
'Cause
was
I
on
could-
TV.
I could never find it. It wasn't on Toonami for sure.
No,
I wouldn't.
I don't know. It was just some random.
I was just wondering.
We
I'm
had
not trying to
basic
interrogate
cable, so it
you.
wasn't anything.
Another thing I want to say to the Toonami creators, give me back Code Lyoko.
We don't need
I
it.
want it back.
No,
You
Big
don't
ass
need it.
foreheads.
Give me back Code Lyoko.
nah, we're good.
Give me back Symbiotic Titan.
What
Because
was
that was a
No.
goddamn show.
Symbiotic Titan.
Yo, you were missing out
What
on
was that one
Symbiotic
about? Let
Titan.
me Google that.
Symbiotic Titan was
I
so
faintly
good.
remember that, but not really.
It wasn't even in our childhood. It was in my college.
No,
That's
I,
when it
like,
started.
that's
And I
what
was
I'm saying.
like,
I
yo.
vaguely like. It's like
It was so
tickling the
good.
back of my brainstem.
WB. Was that the WB? That was not the WB.
Oh no, we don't
My
need that. We're
brothers.
good.
Yes, you do.
We're good.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
You
very
need it.
vague. Very.
You
oh,
need it.
That's why I remember
You
because
need
she
it.
was doing that booty.
We don't need it.
Booty popping.
Yeah.
I need it. The action sequence, the adventure of it. I want it back. Give it back to me. You don't have to give it to them. Give it to me. Send
Just
it to
her.
my email. Novacane poetry _ Novacane poetry at gmail.com. Give me my things. Let's see what else. One Piece Stampede hits cinemas next week.
Shout out to Cortez, but I do not follow the One Piece agenda.
Wow,
Me
wow,
neither.
wow. Y'all are
I
sad.
have not seen anyone.
You guys are not dedicated to the cause of One Piece.
Correct.
And you cannot be trusted.
How
Probably
many
not.
episodes are there right now?
Honestly, I wouldn't trust
None of your
myself as far
business.
as I can throw me.
None of your business. Don't worry about
Too
that.
many. Like that's why I'm like, I
Dude,
already
bruh,
missed it. I missed
bruh,
it. I missed
bruh.
it. Like,
You could have
It's over.
re-caught up by now.
No.
You could
Hell.
have re-caught up by now.
Absolutely not.
I could put
That
you
is so
on
many
in the middle,
videos.
and it
Give
would
me
give
one-
you
so
You
many
gonna
I
give me a
can
One
use-
Piece plan? Like how to
yes,
finish
how to finish One
quickly.
Piece. Like Cortez actually gave a plan for
That-
how to finish.
that was
My man
ridiculous.
gave a great plan,
Then they say if you
and y'all
binge watch
just
it
lack.
for 22 out of 24 hours, like, you
Y'all
gotta finish.
just lack dedication.
Sure do. Listen, when the going
You
gets
ain't
tough,
got
the
nothing.
weak say deuces.
Hey.
You ain't,
Like,
you ain't
I'm outta
dedicated.
there.
I dedicated
No.
myself. I had I watched it for about a month. I was watching about 2 to 3 episodes
No.
No, I was watching a little bit more than that.
I'm not a loser.
Oh,
I'm
and
a
I was
quitter.
also skipping filler. I don't do filler. Cause
Yeah, if you can just
and that's
skip
the
the
thing.
filler,
you
too,
can
that
skip
would
the
help
filler.
out.
Somebody needs to
without
tell
the
me what the
fillers,
filler is.
There's a list. There's a list
The
that
filler
points out
list?
the fillers. Yes, there's a list that points out the fillers of where you need to start the episode and where you need to stop the episode. Go on to the next one. This 10 episodes are all filler saga. You can skip these 10 and go to the next one.
I think
It does that.
What distresses me the most is that I have to have a guide like that to avoid the
Yeah,
filler.
it's
Like,
you just wanna
if I'm
watch
really
it.
with it, then I want to watch something. And it's like, even if it's fillers, like, oh, I still
But
like
see,
this.
Well, it is still like the fillers are good.
But
I'm not
there's
gonna
so
lie.
fucking many of them.
Right, because they have to. Well, at first they were trying to allow for the writers to expand the series enough,
Yeah.
Okay.
see how much traction they were actually going to get with the anime, because the manga is. There has never been another manga that has sold as much or has gotten as close to the popularity of One Piece.
I thought Demon Slayer was inching in close.
No, it is not. Not at all.
Why are you so adamant?
I'm just.
This One Piece agenda just get a hold of them and just
Yes.
start sink their teeth
I was
in
on the
and
One
they just
Piece
become
train.
rabid.
I was on the One Piece train before I came to Dallas, and that was 2 years ago. Like, I've been on the One Piece for a while, and at first I was really against One Piece for the exact same reasons. I
It's
was
not
just
even
like,
that I'm against it.
Yo,
I
too
just-
long. I don't want to do
My attention
these.
span.
And then as soon as I found out that it goes at least like
Yeah, it says
40 to
Demon
50
Slayer
episodes?
threatens to break One Piece's historic streak.
Yawn.
It's coming in. It's
Yawn.
Coming in hot.
singling in. Yeah,
It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it.
it might.
I can tell you that because I'm caught up with the manga, and how many more episodes we got in that manga, it ain't gonna do it. Ain't no way.
Okay, before we continue, I'd like to remind you this is Aqua Team Nerd Force on Nerd Unpacked. We're streaming this live in 4K on YouTube and HD on Facebook as well as Twitch. So if you'd like to see your chat messages on screen, make your way over to the YouTube channel, please and thank you.
Also.
And we also have a phone line open up. So the number is 469-608-1886.
Call in.
us.
Talk
Yeah.
to us.
We want to hear
We
your
don't
questions
bite.
and comments. We'd
I
love to
bite.
talk to you.
Hey.
So y'all
Let's get
ready
into
to
the-
this culture? Let's talk about
All
it.
right.
Oh, Lord.
Nova, start us
Yeah,
off, please.
you lead the way
First on the list.
because you brought it up.
Yeah.
So, recently there was a video that
Very recent.
very recent.
Like this week.
Yeah, it was this week. This woman, who I will not name because I'm not naming people's names today, got called to a school for her son's bad behavior. Apparently, he had threatened the teacher. He looks to be about, I would say, 6 or 7
About
years
7.
old. He threatened his teacher, and his mother was called in. The video shows her bringing him by the collar of his shirt out of what looks like to be a hallway or classroom and over to the teacher to apologize to her about what he had said and what he had, threatened to do. And in the midst of that, she pulls out this belt and proceeds to wear him out.
Where did the belt come from?
I don't
She
know.
had it. She had it on the hand when she was dragging him down the hallway.
Mm.
Which brings me to believe that you was already beating on this boy before.
Yep.
And then you went
Or
ahead
he's
and did
planning
it
on it.
out there. And the way that she did that just reminds me of a couple things that I just don't believe in. Like, I don't feel as though you have to brutally beat your children
No, you don't.
in order for them to understand. I understand a whooping. A whooping is a completely
I
different
don't even
thing
do that.
than a beating. And that was a beating.
You don't have to yell at them.
You don't have to yell
curse
at them the way that
out,
you're doing. Because first
call
of
them
all,
names.
9 times out of 10, the reason that your child is talking to somebody like that is because you talk to them like that at
Yep.
home.
Yeah.
And they don't know any other way to communicate. So if you probably communicated with your child better in the beginning,
Yep.
your child wouldn't be the way that it is right now. And all you can do now is, apologize for your
420
mistakes
blaze it.
and, try to correct yourself. But good luck with that because you're not going to do it because you're stuck in your ways. But the controversy is CVS then comes in because it's been recorded. And she went on and she was just like, the way I raised my kids ain't none of your motherfucking business. And da-da-da-da-da. And I got there've been people who are making these outpours of, she's a single mom with 4 kids, and that kid is just a bad kid sometimes.
What?
And da-da-da-da-da.
A bad kid.
Right. So instead of asking or lending help to this single mother who has to deal with all these 4 kids who all need personal attention, you rather her just whip one of them, abusively whip one of them. So all five of the children have been taken out of the home.
I got beat, but my parents never talked about me like I out of my name.
I ain't never get beat.
I got beat.
I got
a
whooping.
I don't believe at all.
All the beating did was, all I think the beating did for a lot of us is make everybody really into BDSM.
Hey,
yeah, well,
probably.
It backfired.
A chuckle. My parents might watch this one day. Chuckle.
Mine also, but at the same time, that's what you did to me.
Yeah, so
didn't work.
Yes. For
love
Resha,
you though. I love you.
For Ressa Harrison, a public beating, that is so crazy. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Why are
with
we
the advent of social media, the fact that we
it's
are
gonna be on the
embarrassing our
internet
children
forever.
Yeah.
Like, where they'll cut their hair off, where they'll
I don't like that.
Make them talking to the camera or wear them get along t-shirts. Like, who are y'all impressing?
Right.
What are you like? I don't have kids, so this is something I could kind of defer.
I would never do that.
Yeah, because it's like, for
I would
what?
never humiliate my
For
child
why?
like that ever, because it's not right. That's like, would you want somebody to humiliate you like that and have like your worst moment and call it your worst behavior and stuff, and then shine a light
especially
on it
as a child,
forever?
children barely know how to they don't know how to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time yet. At that age, like, I taught about that age group, and I had one kid, and as a teacher, I can't hit them kids.
Yeah, so
I can't cuss at them kids. I gotta talk to them. So like this one kid, he just stayed in the corner, man. He just stayed in the fucking corner, and he was never absent. This nigga would beat me to school.
Wait, now you be like, you late?
Sitting at his desk in the dark, I flick the light on. Hello, teacher. Just very bad. But he had a lot going on, and I have to be empathetic.
Yeah, you have to understand. Yeah.
Like, as an adult, as a parent, you would think that empathy would come out for your flesh and blood. Like, you're asking me to be empathetic. I don't care about that kid.
And like I was saying earlier, we were having this conversation a little bit before we started taping. It really, truly, for Black families, comes back to
post-traumatic slave
disorder.
Now,
These
we don't know their origins, but
happen.
for African descendants of slaves, it's just like, why are we continuing to perpetuate this against ourselves?
Yeah, that we have to beat each other
because we don't
kids.
Understand that it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Because if it did work in your workplace,
that first time
in your workplace, every single time you needed to be talked to about something, it would also come with somebody beating your ass.
I disagree with that.
Yes, it would.
Just based on the fact that
you grown,
as an
okay.
adult,
but
you're
doing. But the principle of the beating, the principle of you getting your ass whooped, is because you're doing something out of line or wrong.
I think
so. Why don't we beat criminals?
More so because as children, it's like
prison.
you are.
Why don't we beat prisoners?
You're malleable. So it's like we're gonna beat this behavior out of you. But if I'm
not work.
It doesn't work. Listen, that's what I'm not saying it works. I'm saying that's what the thought process is that as a child, you beat them so that they don't do that. It's like, oh, you stole, I'm gonna beat you so you don't steal when you get grown. If they steal when they get grown, all right, just throw them in jail.
Throw them in jail?
Yeah, like, I don't.
So what was the point of beating you when you was younger?
To hopefully make you stop.
But it wasn't going to do nothing.
Apparently,
so now that we have studies that say, beating your child is
people don't want to hear that.
People don't want to hear it. Just like,
hear that. And they want to be like, it's in the Bible. I'm like, there's a lot of things in the Bible.
There's a lot of things in the Bible.
So when you sell your firstborn child, I hope you get a great price
for them. Your child talks back to you, you should take them to the city gates and murder them.
Is that what
you don't do that?
And
if your mama, it said if you disrespect your parents, you deserve death.
Remarry somebody, I hope you consider that adultery, because there is no such thing as divorce in the Bible. So I hope you consider that as adultery, and I hope all of y'all decide to stone her together in a private setting.
I mean, if we're gonna do it, let's
private
televise it. Let's make this
televised.
live. Shit.
Damn.
Oh, okay, Penn. You just gonna give up on me like that? I thought we was better than that. Nah, I came back. But I had to talk some shit to it first.
You had to beat it.
Yeah.
I see you didn't abuse that pen.
No, but like I would never.
That does what it does.
Me and my husband decided that that's just not how we're gonna raise our kids. But
right.
I tell you though, kids can sometimes make you so.
Yeah, I
Then
understand
so I'm
that.
like,
I
you was
bet.
so lucky. Like, you understand.
Yo,
like,
I had a little
if
brother
you
and little
is
sister that I had to raise.
close.
Like, I really had to help with raising my
Mm-hmm.
little brother and little sister. And some days I would just be like,
So
if I could just
close.
hit you, you would stop doing. And that was my thought process because I was like 13, 14. I'm like, yo, if I could just put my hands on him, he would stop. And I'm not gonna do. I want to, but I know if I do, the repercussions of that, he's going to da 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 da, and then that's going to fall out into such and such and such. My little brother's a really amazing little young man now, going to college, working on his senior year, going into working with airplanes. Apparently, he wants to be like one of the traffic controllers.
Oh, that's cool.
cool.
He's a dope individual, but he got his behind beat for doing the worst types of things. He used to do the worst type of things. And those were things that you could actually, like, get that little private ass whooping, and then you'd be like, all right, I need to chill out. That's the kind of things that I'm like, all right, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's acceptable. My dad did not beat him until he couldn't stop crying. He
can't
can't
breathe.
breathe.
Beat him bloody or anything
We're
like
not
that.
beating you until you can't sit down. Hey, in the bathroom, we got 5 seconds. Let me hit you real quick to remind you where you at.
My
then I'ma
mama
talk to
favored a
you.
pinch. Right up on the fat meat of
I
your
don't
upper
like that
arm.
either.
Woo, boy. Effective, though. Effective than a motherfucker.
Jacob
That
Collier
and
said,
wait till we get home.
yeah, that's it. Jacob Collier said that video was crazy.
It was.
It was.
I
Pharesha
just
said-
watched it today because I was like, I don't want to watch the little kid getting beat up.
Exactly. Pharesha Harrison, if you want to do that at home to be private, then you should not come out in public acting a fool.
Yes.
But she did this mess in public, so now it's my business.
Yeah,
It's
I
your
don't-
business, and it's CPS business. And anyone else who saw the show, you decide to put on. So
I will say it doesn't seem as though she orchestrated the filming, but at the same
Nah.
time, you have to assume
You
that
in public,
in
yeah.
this day and
Public.
age, especially, that whatever you do is going to be captured.
when you put on a show, you will be filmed.
Yeah.
Act a
Period.
monkey.
And I was trying to explain like the link between beatings and beating young men to one of my friends, and I was like, okay, so if we believe that the only way young black boys can be taught is to beat them,
That's not true at all.
but if we believe that, then you are also validating when police take brute force with black men, because that's the only way that they can be taught.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is not the only way they can be taught. They are just, you groom them to expect these types of things, to expect these beatings
Thinking
from a young
violence is
age,
normal.
and thinking it's normal, and it's not.
Yeah.
So when do we decide to say, okay,
Well,
this was how they did it, but this cannot go on?
because that's still like, as an adult, 27 years old, I still will say to somebody, like to myself as a reassurance, like, well, they can't beat me. No matter what I fuck up on, they can't
At
beat
least
me.
They can't beat me though.
And it's like the fact that I have to say that, then that's something that everybody still has that trauma. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I
Exactly.
got beat and I turned out
Like,
okay.
I'm fine, but why are we
But
still
at the
talking
same
about
time-
it? If it was
Why would I
we
beat
wouldn't be
somebody
talking
else?
It's
about
not
it.
even that. It's like, I
Right.
was okay, but I could have been so much
Much
better.
better.
Like, what
than
kind
okay.
of person would I be now? Like, would I still be dealing with what I'm dealing with? Would I be into BDSM, for one thing? Who knows? Probably not.
Who actually knows?
I highly doubt it, honestly, because, like,
I
if
don't
you
know,
outside, like, you... Nah.
I
Y'all
think
want to do
there's-
what? Nah.
There's better ways to handle
You
it.
a
There's
what?
very
There's
much
so
better
many
ways
better
to
ways to handle it.
Yeah.
And my friend was trying to tell me, you think talking to a child, you can't just talk to children.
Yes, you can't.
I watched my
I had
friend.
to.
She
You
tried
can
to
talk
bring
to
up this
children all the
example
time.
of another woman who talks to her child all the time, and nothing changes. I was like, okay, so what happens with that talk?
Right. Where are the
Within
consequences?
that talk,
are there-
do we discuss your consequences?
Right.
Okay, so you decided to go to school and act a fool. So when you come home, I hope you understand that because you feel as though it's free time over there, you no longer have free time over here. You know, you are no longer able to watch what you want to watch on TV. You're no longer able to sit and have the comfortability that you're used to, this freedom. You don't get that anymore. My parents used to love me because I punished myself. My mama would be like, I am so disappointed in you.
Let me get in the corner.
And I would be like, disappointed? What? Oh my God. My friend would call me. She's like, yeah, girl, let's go out. Da-da-da. I was like, I can't. And I make up that lie. My mama said I can't go out. And then I walk in the living room. She's like, so you're not going out? I was like, nah. I can't do it.
You wild, don't
I
you?
can't do it.
Nah, my mom,
can't.
my mom would take
That
my
was
library
just me,
books.
though.
That was my punishment. She was like, yeah, see what you gonna
Not
read.
my Kindle. No, mama, no.
No, oh man, I'd be up in Dallas Public Library just stacking up 10, 15 books. Get home, you in trouble. Give me them books. Oh, I just started one. Please give it back to me. No, oh man. I would rather that, honestly, than the beating. Like, that was more of
that hurts.
Yes.
That actually hurts.
It's like,
that actually gets the lesson
I'm
across.
welted up, but like, okay, I'm about to go do it again, but quietly.
But quietly.
You just figure out
You
I
make
need to
me
not get caught.
sneakier.
Yeah.
You make them sneakier when you beat them, because now it's like, how can I do it?
Well, while we're
without that?
talking about that, let's skip a topic and
Timberwolf.
let's move on to T.I. and this virginity test, because
I'm done for
that's
Let's talk about
gross.
the women and men who are like, oh, that's perfect. Yeah. That's great.
I will say some people are like they watch the Harris Family Value show or whatever, and they're like, they just like that. They weird. And I knew that something was up when
T.I. is trash,
T.I.
man.
got accused of cheating with Iggy Azalea, and next thing I know, Tiny showing up looking like Smokey Robinson and the opposite of a miracle.
Hey.
Damn.
I
And
knew
with
that, I knew
Bernice
that
and
things.
stuff,
I
like,
knew things was wrong in that household, but at the same time, it's like they're saying,
T.I. is
you know,
weird.
as a parent, you have the right to parent your child how you want.
Not
but
like that. That's abuse.
I think after 18, then it's just like, nah. Even if you know this person is staying in your house, you're supporting them. You
don't
are
have a
doing
right to
it
do
because
that.
you have their better interests in heart. I feel like high key, he just doesn't want to hear somebody talk about his daughter in a rap bar. I can't. I was fucking with Deja. We was fucking all over Asia.
But
like,
look
I
how
don't,
he is though. He's out here just spreading. He has community dick. But you're gonna be like, oh, you can't.
swinging and shit.
I don't know. I just feel like it sets a precedence about what people believe that women are entitled to in case of their bodies, and how young you are entitled to ownership of your body.
Yeah.
Like, young girls are seen as
Property.
objects and property.
Yeah.
Chattel.
And your daughter is not your property.
No, she's not.
Even the myth of virginity is not, like, a hymen does not mean you're a virgin.
I could break my
Yeah.
hymen sneezing hard.
Boy, you could break
Or
your
you can
hymen.
have sex and still have
You
your
can
hymen.
stretch.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I had sex the first time. I still had my hymen.
I'm pretty sure I broke
It
my
broke
own hymen.
on the second one, and there was blood everywhere.
No,
That was not
I never
comfortable.
bled. Huh.
Oh, but that
But
was
I
blood.
rode horses. I rode bikes. I did a lot of shit.
I did not ride bikes, but I played all sports, and sometimes
I
it
love
just
a fucking bike.
sometimes you stretch, and
Who
when you
was
stretch,
the provider
it
that
pop.
was all like, oh yeah, she's still in fact,
My
she's a
mommy
virgin.
is watching. Hi, mama.
Hey.
Mama, get off.
I can't.
This isn't mom friendly. Get off.
Yeah, I added my mother recently on Facebook, and she has not added me back, and I don't know how to feel because I went and cleaned up my Facebook just
said,
for
"Oh, no."
her.
Now, Mom, I'm gonna warn you right now. This is Aqua Team Nerd Force, okay? Before we get started, I'm gonna warn you. This show has explicit language and it's for a mature audience. You are watching now at your own risk. Okay, love you.
Back into
But
this,
no,
I
like we
guess.
don't need. I'm just like, why not? If you want to know if she's a virgin, why don't you just ask her?
Why don't
like-
you?
Yeah, why do we have to get
Why
this
can't
proof?
you have that
And
conversation?
he was in the
before
room with
that?
her too. In the room
Why
with
you in
her.
the room?
Like, my dad coming with me to an OB-GYN appointment, I would rather throw myself off of the Bank of America
Yes.
You
building.
would know. Yo, my dad got grossed out by me talking
Yeah,
about a period.
my dad hates it. He's just like,
It was
please
so funny.
refer to it as your cycle, if you will, madam. And it's like,
Nah.
okay, Pater, I will.
Nah, we was in a trip. We were going to Chicago, and it came down right when we were about to leave. And he was like, well, what's wrong? And I was like, I can't get comfortable. I am sitting here, and I am on my period. And I don't want to talk, and I don't like this. And I just went off, and he was like, okay.
Never mind.
Do you need more space?
Right. When I first got my
You wanna
period,
go
my
to the
dad got
vet?
me a plant, and I wondered
What?
I wonder what he was
Nice.
trying to say. Like, I appreciate it. I really, truly do. Like, he brought me something. I don't know if it's like that I can give life now or that I have. I don't know what he was trying to say.
I don't understand.
It died though. It died. I watered it
I
too
know.
much. But
Yeah.
yeah, like men and
That
periods,
sucks.
men and women's bodies in general. Let's not
Let's not do
But
that.
Unless
it's
you are a
how all these
gynecologist.
people like defending him though.
They believe that he has a
owns
right.
her.
He has a right
You
to
own your children. They think
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that's
hymen.
back to that.
He said these are my
women.
results, and then he told Tiny like, "Oh, your box is half mine." Like,
No.
They on some swinging shit though. So that's
But see, that also goes into the men who say they didn't learn or get it with women's rights and
Yeah,
everything until they had
have
a daughter. You
It's
had to
like-
lay with a woman in order to do that.
yeah.
So
but
what
I
did
guess
she
you
do?
were like, "Fuck that woman." Like,
You were like, fuck her and all what she does. I'm only focusing on this.
my nut.
Ew.
Mhm. But that's back to that woman beating her kid. It's like I can discipline my child how
yeah,
I
it's
want
my
to. It's
child.
my
I
child.
own them. I'm
And
like,
it's-
you don't
to
own
To a certain
people.
extent, then that is true. Like
It's
CPS
not-
won't
it's-
come to your house just like for just anything. As a
not
teacher,
ownership.
if I call CPS, then they have to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just call, just like as a concerned citizen, it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
we might look into
We
it.
might look
We'll-
into it.
Yeah, but it's
the thing is, you don't own your children. You're just
You don't.
responsible for
Your,
them.
your children don't. They
don't
don't owe you anything.
I think it's more so it's like I don't own this person, but
I'm
at the
responsible.
same time I'm
Responsible for
responsible for them, and they're going out with my name.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna put no shit on my name. You're gonna
But
put some respect
you don't
And
own
on
there's
my
ways
name.
and there's ways that you teach children to do that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Because
But-
I've seen children with the utmost politeness.
yeah.
I've seen children that'll sit there and yes ma'am, no ma'am,
mean,
yes sir, no sir, and they don't have to get their behind whooped in order to do that.
I've seen kids
I
where they
don't- you
are
don't
on
gotta
their
get
polite
beat.
shit, but they still a kid, so they're mischievous.
gonna
they
be
acting up a
mischievous.
little bit. And that's what they're supposed to do. This is their
That
time.
also-
Because I don't get to be mischievous now.
Right.
I got bills.
Exactly.
And that also leads me to the fact that this is a black boy that we talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this black boy who was supposedly diagnosed with ADHD.
Oh Lord, really?
Right, there was a lot of things in the story, dog.
Wow.
Oh, and
there
she's
was a
treating him
lot
like
of
that.
stuff.
That
Right.
is not gonna help.
You are not helping him at all.
Unless he's on like medicated, like
I don't think he is.
couldn't
I'm not
be.
sure.
Not doing that.
Faressa says T.I. is an idiot too. This is another example of parents
That's
going
trash.
in public telling us crap we did not need to
Yeah.
know. We did
That's
not
true.
need to
No
know
point
that
in him
T.I.
I didn't
say
want to
that.
care. I did not.
We did not
But
need
at the
to
same
know
time,
that.
they got that show. They got to keep up. They got to generate controversy,
Yeah, they
and
do.
sexual controversy is better than anything
Anything.
because everybody is so titillated by sex, especially in America, because it's so taboo. But at the same time, that's what sells.
Now my next question is: so what you do with your sons?
Oh, he lets them run
Do you-
free
you
and
sure?
wild.
You
I
don't bring
want-
your son to
And
his appointment
wild.
and make sure that they check.
Underage sons, he says, just go run forth. Like he does not give a fuck.
That's crazy to
Oh,
me.
Faressa did
Like
say,
I would rather my daughter be out here fucking safely because you can only get pregnant once.
He can get
Whereas you get
He can
6
get
girls
this
pregnant.
one, that one, Mary Sue around the corner.
Who's gonna pay for that child support, Ti? Who do you think?
I don't know.
It's not gonna be young Master King. It's going to be 100% Clifford T.I.P. Harris.
Real Skull, the Real Skull, Real So Cool 01. I don't know how to say that. I don't say names right. Sorry. No,
Facebook
the Facebook,
offline. Facebook's
the
up.
Facebook is still up.
No,
I
I
believe.
can't see the chat either.
Oh, chat is broken.
yeah, it's broken.
Well, go in and back out.
Yeah, go in and back
I
out.
tried.
Because Faressa just said he got sons younger than her already having sex, but you worried about her vagina.
Exactly.
Worry
What
about
what they
them little
do?
dirty dicks racing.
And you know they dirty. They in
Oh
Atlanta.
my God.
Ooh,
They're
it's
dirty.
filthy.
Yo, you should. Honestly speaking, a lot of these cities and a lot of these places
now
are
I'm
very
back in.
high in the AIDS, HIV,
Mhm.
and other STDs that are out there. So technically speaking,
I mean,
we
Dallas
should
even
be-
has a high.
Dallas has a very
Yes.
high one. You should be speaking with people about safe sex, and you
Regardless,
should be
yeah.
you should be educating boys and girls
I don't think that's what
about
he's doing. Though.
safe sex.
I try to educate all of my
'Cause it's going
partners
to
just about
happen.
safer sex. Like,
Yeah.
listen, just very fast, just very quickly. This
ahead.
is, y'all stop spitting on each other. Y'all, if they're not wet, then you're not doing something right. And if
Do
they're not
something
wet,
else.
don't use saliva as
They
lubricant.
have products for that.
They have products, but if
Very
you don't
hygienic
have
products.
anything else, coconut oil.
Ew.
Invest.
I hate that.
I'm not fond of it,
I
but you
want
know
that.
what? It does the
Better
trick.
than spit.
I'm
That's
not
so
doing
Better
that.
than
nasty.
spit. I would rather, like, you might as get out.
What's wrong with?
I'm packing up my pussy and I'm going home because I'm.
What's wrong with the saliva?
It's nasty.
You done gathered up your spit all in your. And like just spit.
No, don't do that. I mean, it's just regular saliva.
I ain't never just been
mouth.
drooled on. I feel.
Okay. We're gonna
All
get
right,
into
sorry.
personal. My mother is watching this. I'm not doing this with y'all.
We doing the most right now.
The most.
But I always do the most. I'm Professor Dave Filet. We have to get name tags or something next time.
Oh yeah,
Like tents or something to put up.
Supernova the Prophet.
Yeah.
Rechange my freaking tags on all my social media. Supernova the Prophet.
Yeah. Follow me also, Prof Dave Filet on our Instagram. I post the dankest memes and also sometimes selfies. The dankest. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So have y'all seen Harriet?
I haven't, but I heard it's a good movie.
I've heard that it's a good movie, but I've heard things that the lead actress is
Can we see some
a little
proof?
funny.
Can I see proof of it? I need to see the tweets. I haven't seen these tweets that they say that she sent or they say that she did. I didn't see those.
I saw the ghetto accent tweet. And then I saw her liking Luvy's tweet.
Time out. What's wrong with liking a tweet?
But
because
the
if
the
you
tweet
liking
says,
it, funny.
"Oh, I'm not Nakata, never me," and then she likes it. Like, that's.
Does she find it funny?
If you find it funny, that means that there's
Why
something
is that funny? Like,
I don't know
resonates
I don't know
in
what
you.
we're talking about.
Akata?
What is that?
It's like
it's calling us a nigger.
Nigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a word for West African people to talk shit about you without you realizing it. Calling you an Akata, that's not a good thing. Okay. And so somebody asked her if she was African, like Luvy asked Luvy if she was African American. She says,
she's not.
But she could have just said no. She said, "Me, Akata, never." And then Cynthia Erivo liked the tweet, and I'm like,
because she probably heard it in that accent. And honestly speaking, if somebody in that accent were to say it, I think it'd be funny.
Like, what if I said, "Oh, you think I'm African? Oh, I'm not a spear chucker. Me, never." Like,
isn't
that the same thing?
Me, never.
Ain't that the same? African booty scratcher? Me, never, never that. Like,
and
that's
like, for me,
disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
because we are black and we do
It's funny.
we do get
disrespectful.
mistaken for other things because you know all of us are the spectrum of colors we are. We could be anything.
Yeah.
We actually are in spectrum order today. Look at that.
And we are.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But
We got
like,
the high yellow.
I'm not high.
she just red is
Yeah,
all.
not high.
It's a little
Just
red.
medium.
Yeah.
Medium.
But you know, I've been mistaken for somebody who's like Cuban, African,
I'm Dominican
all over
on
the
every other
Haitian.
day.
Brazilian, all kinds of things, and I don't.
But all of those people are black.
Nigerian.
Although Haitian, I don't know. I
For
might get a
me-
little offended by
For
Haitian.
me, all of those people are black.
They are
so it doesn't
black.
matter.
They are
like,
black, but it's
matter.
You're not gonna call me an Akata or some shit like that.
I don't know. Look,
That's
I,
very disrespectful.
honestly,
Somebody, they're not
liking
being nice
something.
to you.
I like some really dark shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I fully agree with it, or doesn't mean I can't find it funny. But we are taking a like and making it like she said the words. If every single thing that you have ever liked, and I'm talking about from way back before you became educated on black people, before you became into your own on whatever spectrum you are right now. If we were to take those things, because even I have some things, and I'm just like, whoa, buddy, you young Nova, you need to shut up. Like, never speak again, dude. Like, the way I used to think about whoopings, the way I used to think about spirituality, the way I used to think about people not raising children in the church, or people doing certain things outside of the church or inside the church. The way I used to view all of that has completely changed.
But she
to
hasn't
now
said
all of
anything
those
about
things.
it, though.
She hasn't.
So
But
how do
why?
I know?
Why would I need to address something that you just gonna make up anyway? Why address it? Why give it fuel?
I guess
She's been on her grind. She has been doing amazing things. She has a Tony. She has a Grammy. She is a if you haven't heard her sing, you are killing yourself.
Still don't mean like it's okay.
She's
to be like,
amazing.
Akata. It's not funny.
Look, you called them spirit checker, and I
and it's not
laughed.
funny. That's not funny.
I laughed.
That is not. I would never say that. That is
I
not
laughed.
funny.
I don't know.
I laughed because it was
at
sarcastic
some of the
as
things
fuck.
that she says, and I'm just like, I'm turned off. But also, let's talk about the fact that We still on these slave movies, but whenever it's a slave movie, it's a British person that's playing.
Oh, and then she's playing Aretha next. I'm like, really? Aretha?
She also
Why
she
can't Jennifer
also
Hudson
played
be Aretha?
Celie.
Because Jennifer Hudson, if Jennifer would put the weight back on for it,
Oh, she ain't gonna do that.
She not
nigga. But if
You
she
mess
would
up her weight
commit,
loss journey
if
for
she
that.
would commit, girl, you took
Just
it off
gotta
once,
get
you
a
can take it
fat
off
suit or
again.
something. I don't know.
She not gonna do that.
Okay, but yeah, like black
But how
British
they gonna
people.
do it for Cynthia? She gonna gain weight? Like,
How do you?
Aretha wasn't that big until
bigger
later.
than her.
She got bigger. She got bigger over the years, but Aretha was small
Yeah.
for a lot of the beginning.
No, I wouldn't say small, but she was a good
She got
average.
big.
She had
She
them big
got
tig
big.
old bitties.
I mean, she did.
And she was not wearing a bra.
Ever.
I rock with that. Aretha was just
Ever.
like,
I ain't
What
doing no
for?
bra.
what for?
What you gonna
I'm
do?
free and I'm loose and I'm wild.
Free,
Uninhibited.
I'm loose, and I'm wild.
Wild
But I
women
mean, I
do,
just
and they don't
I feel
regret
as though
it.
we tend to forget that black people have a tendency to, in their youth or
Why
during
is she
a finding
apologizing?
period,
She apologized.
I ain't gotta apologize with my growth
No, I'm saying she should apologize.
about
Because she's
growing.
playing all of these roles and you haven't even apologized. Like,
You want her to apologize for
Yep.
growing out of that.
yep. I want her to be like,
Do
yeah,
you
I
want me to
acknowledge-
apologize
I want her,
too?
no, I want her to acknowledge.
That she did it.
This is a doggone
She don't
think
gotta
piece.
acknowledge that she did it. You see
No,
that
I'm
it
still, well,
happened.
I'm just not, I'm going to continue not supporting her.
Do you?
so.
So is Jamie Foxx gonna acknowledge all of his blind jokes because after he played Ray, or before he played
that's,
Ray?
no, that's totally different.
That
That's
is the
different.
same exact
That's
thing because
different.
that is
different.
totally disrespectful.
It's
Some of the shit that
different.
he used to do.
It's different.
Some of the things that he used
I mean,
to do
people
about
make fun
blind
of-
people are totally disrespectful.
People make fun of Stevie Wonder.
and that's
Stevie
totally
can't see it.
It's still disrespectful.
But
It's still disrespectful.
that's a joke. Like, this is
A movie.
call it some. No, I'm saying like the tweets and shit. That wasn't. It wasn't like, oh, we're all laughing together. That was them laughing. I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm saying you ain't shit. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
found an
better
article,
than
but it's
you,
just
like-
that's a lot to read.
Yeah, I want to see the actual tweets. I want to see
It's-
what was said. I want to see the time period that she said it. I want to know
You
if
want
we
too
gonna
much, Nova.
if we gonna dig into somebody's life like this and somebody's past. Give me everything.
I just still feel
Give
that
me
Harriet should
everything.
have been
Don't
played
take
by
it out of
African American, specifically Aisha
Now-
Hines. That's what I think should have played.
Did
Harriet.
she audition for the role?
I don't know.
And that's
I
the
don't know if she
question.
did or not. I don't
A
know
lot
how
of
these
these
roles
black
get chosen.
African
It's just
American,
it's just
a lot of
amazing.
African American actors do not audition for these types of roles.
Hey, how do you know?
They leave these roles open for anybody else to come
How
get
you
because
know
they don't
that?
want to be a slave.
I don't.
A lot
I
of
need
them-
proof of that.
A slave
lot
once
of
you
them
almost
do
a
not
slave
want to be
forever.
slave. Exactly.
wanna see
A
proof
lot
of
of them
that.
do not want to be slaves. That's common knowledge.
But what about Fred Hampton and all these other roles that just are not? We can't even play. I feel like we can't even like play ourselves. And then it's not like you're saying,
Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
I'm just giving them the role. You're saying that, oh, these British black people they're better trained. They're classically trained.
Now that shouldn't be said.
That's some
I don't
bullshit,
believe that
y'all.
that should
That's
be
some fucking
a thing.
bullshit,
It's not
like-
that's bullshit. I definitely agree with you on that. But I feel as though these British actors are getting whatever they can.
Yeah.
They're getting whatever they can. And
You can't
if
be
these
mad at the
African,
hustle, but at the same time,
if
it's like
these African American actors do not want these roles, you
you
cannot
can't
blame
tell me that
somebody
there
else.
ain't no
for
African American
eating.
people that wants these roles because Aisha Hines played Harriet in
African American
Underground.
act-
She would. You think she would have took
African-American
Harriet in the
actors-
movie?
Probably not.
She
I
played.
wouldn't.
She already played Harriet.
I've
Like,
already
what
done
was
it.
the difference?
I've
She
already done it.
played. So
I've already done
I
it.
mean,
who? So what? That would have been a check. Would have been exposure. Like
She can get it. She can get it doing something else.
you can't convince me
You
there ain't no
can
African
do
American
it
people
some-
trying out for
well,
these roles. You
and then
cannot
you
convince me.
You have
I'm
to
sorry.
consider you never know how a slave movie's gonna come out.
Exactly.
Either the black people are gonna support it and we're gonna have a great opening weekend,
Or y'all
or
do
they
like
gonna
y'all
not,
always do.
and then it's just gonna have to be white people carrying it, and they I don't think
They don't.
do
not
white
do
people
that.
be going to slave movies
No, they
like
don't.
that?
They don't.
I don't know.
They don't.
I feel like nah.
They don't.
Well, let's talk about Catch a Freeman, aka Bigger and Long. in this
Take
movie.
our black asses out of here. Won't you? I'm sorry.
It's just amazing. We got
Sing
Bigger and
this
Long. I'm like, what are y'all trying to say
motherfucker
with Bigger and Long? Is this a
I don't
Mandingo
know.
trope in this Harriet movie? Like
Probably. I don't know.
Bigger and Long, and he's like, I gotta get my white horse.
Ew.
Wow.
That's it. He literally said that. I gotta spend my $200 on white horse. Enough white horse from here to Atlanta.
Huh.
And bitch, you gonna die. To
Okay.
Harriet.
Well.
That's
And you know what? You know what? The one African American in that movie, guess who it was? Bigger Long. I was like, so I made sure that Bigger Long is gonna be the African American. Okay, I see.
And
you.
also, you have to
I
look
see
at
here.
You
I
have
see
to
that.
also look at if there are African American actors that are auditioning for this role against what she brings to the table. Because let's stop trying to discredit her. She is an amazing actress.
Yeah.
She is an amazing talent. She's really freaking good.
Okay.
And you gotta, if you got somebody who's really freaking good, and there's just that one off problem that she's not African American versus somebody who's
Aisha Hines is excellent. She carried an
But
entire
did
episode
she
of Underground
audition?
staring in front of the camera
find
talking about
out
Harriet's
for
backstory.
me if she
I don't.
auditioned.
How am I supposed to find that out?
You can research it.
I mean,
The interest of net.
How do you even know there was an audition? How do you know they
Of
didn't
course
like?
there was an audition.
There's not always an
There's
audition.
always-
Sometimes they
always
just pick
audition.
people.
For them type of roles,
We
sometimes
don't
they're
know
like,
that.
I wrote
For
this
Harriet?
in mind for you.
they did not.
We don't know.
We don't know what they
We
did.
can look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah, you look it up.
Y'all make me do everything. God
Yeah.
damn, I'm not a packed mule.
But while she's looking that
You're a
up,
burro.
the major reason I wanted to bring up Harriet is because Focus Features is a subsidiary of Comcast. And November 13th, Comcast is going to the Supreme Court to try to gut the Civil Rights Act of 1866. So basically, if you don't know what the Civil Rights Act of 1866, it basically guarantees that black people had newly freed slaves in mind. But of course, this is anyone of color. Nowadays is how they interpret that, where that we have equal protection under the law, and basically saying that you cannot not do business with me because I am a person of color. When I say do business, I don't mean like go into a store and buy things. I mean it's more of like a business to business. So they are going to the Supreme Court to basically argue that it should be eliminated, and if it is, that's less legal footing for us to stand on. So that's apart from Cynthia Erivo and anything else, that's one reason why I will not be giving my money to Harriet, because I can't support Comcast. I know it's not going to make a difference in the end,
Yeah.
Don't say that.
but
Don't say
I
that.
can't in
Those
good conscience
cents-
do that.
Those cents add up. So you're absolutely right for doing that. Don't say that. Because once you disclaim that it is not going to make a difference, you inspire other people to say, oh, well, it doesn't matter.
You're right.
Yeah.
I take that back. You're
Don't
right.
go see it,
It
y'all.
matters. It matters.
Also, the movies are a jip anyway. I'm sorry,
They
not a
are.
jip. They're a scam.
They are a scam.
Like
They're
what am
trying
I?
to get black
It's got to
dollars
come
for
out.
this.
I'm not going to the movies. Like, what am I could lay in my bed and watch this, or I could get out of my bed, go pay a bunch of money, eat all of my popcorn before the movie starts. Like, that's why you won't see me there. But that's just me.
Apparently, Viola Davis was first casted for the role.
Ooh,
She backed out.
what? She backed out.
Yep.
Well, maybe it's some fuckery afoot.
I mean, that movie, from what it's describing to me, it is kind of some fuckery. Like,
I mean,
from what
apparently,
if it's
It
true,
looks like they're trying to make her into
it's
like an
some
action
fuckery.
hero.
Yes.
She's
Like
an
with,
action
like
hero.
without
Yes.
the explosions. Instead, it's like dust
I
explosions.
heard they made it
But-
seem like Raven Simone, like that's so Raven when she was like, like
Gotcha.
then she
Well,
no, they really did that when she was
because
like,
she does the
let's
Harriet,
go this way. Like that
Well,
is not how it went. Really,
that's
not
different. But
it.
she did have
That's not-
narcolepsy as
she-
a result of a head injury.
she did, but I don't even think in the movie they said how she got the head injury. Just
Of course not.
she had issues. So and then it's like, why did you take that out of the movie? Like that's kind of important.
Let's see.
They don't say like they made it seem like, okay, now that you're free, what's your name gonna be? Harriet Tubman. But like
That was her name. Well, Araminta.
Her real name was Araminta. She took her mother's name before she even ran away, and Tubman was her husband's name. But they kind of make it seem like, like Spider-Man decided like, what's your superhero name?
Yeah.
Spider-Man. It's gonna be Harriet.
I had
Tubman.
a student
I'm like,
once
really?
for Black History Month, and I was like, we're doing projects. So he did his on Harriet Tubman, and he put a picture. He's like, this is Harriet Tubman's husband. And it was definitely Frederick Douglass. And I was just like,
that is
you are
failing
you are
these
definitely
children.
7. So,
did you let it go?
I did.
Yeah, because what you gonna do?
Nothing.
Nah.
Not
What
one
can you
damn
do?
You can
thing.
correct it.
I did. I was like, that's not her husband, but it's also one of the better projects, so it's still gonna go up on the board.
So you said put it up. Put it
Yeah.
up. It's whatever.
Yeah. So you live and
You
let live.
You gotta fight. Choose your battles.
You do.
Choose your battles.
Especially as a teacher, because man, it's like, am I gonna even get to eat during planning period?
So that's what I'm really worried about. Not like Frederick Douglass being Harriet Tubman.
I'm really, because it's like, if Frederick Douglass with his conch wants to be on the board,
Let him be on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Frederick Douglass was a fuckboy also.
Mm-hmm.
He was. There was some things about him I didn't like.
Frederick Douglass was.
He was
a G
living
as
with
well.
a G.
He was. He was back in that time. He said, "Look,
Yeah.
my wife has died. I'm going to marry another woman.
Mm-hmm.
And hey,
She
I like
white.
the way that white girl looks."
She white.
That's
But
what
he
he was
was
saying. He was like, "Yo, I like the way that
He
white
was
girl
fucking
look."
with her though when his wife was dying.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. It's like you got this woman living in your. It's just like, I don't know what this is. There's a popular, I want to say like blogger or YouTuber or something, an older black lady. She's got Alzheimer's, dementia, something along those lines. Her husband has moved his girlfriend in to their home.
Oh, yes.
And I
yes,
get
yes,
that being
yes,
a
yes,
caretaker,
yes.
especially for somebody
That's
who is slowly
disgusting, though, like,
losing themselves.
She can live outside
That
of
is,
the home.
yeah, like,
You
how
don't need
dare
to
you?
move her in and have her like having pictures together and showing her in the bathtub, like
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just
That's
like
not
she was like, I
much.
guess she, because you know they get confused. Maybe she thought the bathtub was her bed, so she was like laying in the bed. So he's like, ha 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 ha, ha, and took a picture and put it on Facebook. Like,
Yeah. No, yeah. So, like,
That's
Frederick Douglass
disgusting.
doing that, it's like,
I don't think Frederick did it like that. I've been in that house.
I don't think it was like that, but at the same time, it's
I
like,
don't think
it's
he-
disrespect.
He actually didn't
He's
move
tweeting that
her
shit.
in. He didn't move her in until after his wife had passed.
Okay,
And that
so
way,
you
it's a
think they
little
would-
bit. It's a little bit more respectful.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna
Yeah, all
agree
right, though.
that was it was
There
kind of
was some
fishy.
sneaking and some creeping. I'm
It was
pretty
kind of
sure.
fishy, but
how did his wife die anyway?
she
Like
died of-
tuberculosis?
yeah, something like that.
Boy, that tuberculosis was just going
Killer.
around.
It was a killer.
I
but
need not to joke
first
about
of
that
all-
because it feel like my lungs are full of concrete.
yeah, but nah, like Frederick Douglass had a lot of cool things about
Yeah.
him that was kind of like,
The
yo,
conch, for one.
I'm the sheriff of Washington D.C. with all these white people. Act up if you want. Act up in my county if you want. Come in here and play these games if you want.
Play
Think
dumb
I won't
games, win
arrest
dumb
you.
prizes.
Think I won't. Think I won't shoot you because I can shoot you because I got this badge and I'm not gonna go to jail. They're not gonna hang me, nigga.
I'm an elocutionist. Award-winning writer.
Elocutionist.
And then decided,
Y'all
yo,
ain't never seen a nigga like this kind of nigga.
they never did. They never saw it coming. They were so mad with him back in the G.
This
That's
thing
the
has
truth.
fucked my afro all the way up.
Okay, now my chat's not working. I just pulled it back up.
Yeah, mine's not either. I don't know. Facebook just
we
keeps
have to check
dropping
on
it.
that, beloved. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to say
Technical
stuff to us.
difficulties.
Oh, baby.
I got the Vicks going in here. I don't know if y'all can smell that menthol.
Nah, I
Oh,
can't.
my nose is like back up to I can't smell.
Nah, I've been having allergies all day. Texas don't like me around this time.
Texas don't like anybody. Texas don't like its
need
damn
y'all to love
self.
somebody. Somebody loves you.
I guess I'll just have just a jacked up head. Why not? Why not?
Welcome to the Fro Gang. Gang.
Gang.
So anyway,
You want-
let's talk about Blurred creators and
Let's.
start supporting some of their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
me
sure
on something.
you might have heard the name LaShawn Thomas before.
I have.
Yes, he is the creative mind behind Cannon Busters, and he is right now at this second, as we speak, working on Yasuke. I think it's gonna be an anime, not really a manga.
I don't know.
Hmm?
He got a
Oh.
water for her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. The man behind the
I'm-
camera.
Yes.
All right.
Pay no attention to the man behind the camera.
Yeah, so he's working on Yasuke right now.
I think it's gonna be dope.
I think so too.
That's
'cause
gonna be a really
he's
dope
actually done a lot of stuff. He's been in the shadows
Yeah.
of a lot of things, even the Boondocks and
Mhm.
stuff.
But
So-
Cannon Busters, I feel like
I didn't.
Did
I
you
that
like it?
was
All right.
Was it
it
good?
was decent. But I have a thing. I don't believe that we should be giving Netflix so much permission to do all of these anime the way that they're doing them because it is
Not anime.
not good. It's just not a good production.
I mean,
It's not good.
it's
They're not
their-
even
it's
releasing
not,
it correctly. I hate it.
It's not
I hate it.
anime per se. It's more their take on animation in this particular style.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they're not
Just
doing
like
well.
with Avatar: The Last Airbender, I feel like was
Yep,
was an American anime. Like
I like
It's a
yeah, but
cartoon.
it was a cartoon, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it still had those aspects. You know, the chibi characters,
Yeah.
the filler episodes. They went to the fucking beach.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Yeah.
nothing got accomplished that day.
Nothing got accomplished that day. Like it was an American
They
anime.
saw a play about themselves.
Yeah.
That was funny, yo.
No, like, but the animation style as well was very reminiscent of anime,
it was.
but it's not anime.
True.
It was an American spin on it. So
So it's proof that American can actually, like,
you can
you
do
know,
it
put
well.
good stories together.
yeah,
Because, goddamn.
and animate it appropriately.
Please.
But yeah,
Y'all give us
I
more.
haven't seen Cannon Busters, but everything that everybody was
Cannabis
saying,
okay.
that's the thing. I don't want to watch Just Okay.
Yeah, it's just
I mean,
okay.
everything can't be legendary.
Yes, it
I
can.
only want to watch the legendary
Everything.
shit. I might die
Yeah.
tomorrow. If I
You
die
scared
tomorrow,
Urameshi was legendary.
Yeah, he was.
if I
That
were to
boy
die
stylish.
tomorrow and I was just watching some kind of okay show, I'd be like, dang.
I wasted my last day
I
watching
wasted
it.
my-
Okay, shit.
That's gonna be me if I die tomorrow and all
Don't
I've been
watch
watching is
Vampire
American
Nights.
Dad.
Oh God, I was
watch
like, it's gonna
Vampire
get better.
Nights.
It's gonna get better. It's
It
gonna get
doesn't.
better. In the end, I was
Or
like,
Diablo
this is some fuck
Lovers.
shit. Like,
Diablo lovers, don't watch
That
that.
don't even sound good.
Don't.
because
It was filler in my long stream of things to watch. Trust me, it's not worth it. It was never worth it. It ain't
Okay.
shit. Ain't gonna be shit.
I think a lot of you might have heard of Tommy Adeyemi.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote Children of Blood and Bones. It looks interesting. I've never read it, but have any of y'all read it?
Children of Blood
That's
and Bone.
our blurred book group is
I saw
actually
that,
gonna
yeah.
start reading that. So
Oh, y'all got a blurred girl.
yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna meet up at the Half Price Books off of Northwest Highway.
When?
I'm not gonna put it onto the podcast
Okay.
lest
Yeah.
creepers show up. Like,
Don't
I'm sure
come.
y'all are nice. I'm sure y'all are great. But at the same time, I've been stalked before because me pum pum to
Lord.
and I don't need that again in my life.
Did you just?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just making sure I heard what I heard. I was just
Mhm.
like, what did she just? Turned it on and then slapped it off. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, but we're about to start reading that, and I'm looking very forward to it because Tomi Adeyemi, she reminds me of, oh snap, what's Octavia? Oh
A Butler?
yes,
Butler.
Yeah.
yeah, love Octavia.
But is it
Butler.
on
She's-
Audible, though?
I'm not
Do
certain.
I actually have to read it?
Let me see if it's on my free
You
book
sound
website.
disgusted to read.
Because I don't know. I haven't
It
read
be
it
like
so
that
long.
sometimes.
so-
Nah, my friend, it be that way.
Yeah, I used to read all the time, but then when I became an adult, there was
I
no
never
time for
feel
that.
that way.
Yeah. Okay, so I have, what is this? Life Among the Savages? No, The Bird's Nest. So I have The Bird's Nest open twice? Yeah. Okay, great. Tomi.
I don't see it.
Nah, it's not on my free site.
do
Dream
apologize.
deferred.
I apologize about these comments, y'all. I just can't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all are talking to us, then
I'm sorry.
You should
you,
call
Comment
you
me.
on
should
you-
call us.
Call in.
Call me.
They're calling
I
on
think you
YouTube or
need to
Twitch.
call us.
Huh?
I'm really aggravated that the only
It's not just doing
The
it.
only thing that's on my free book site for Game of Thrones, I think, is the first book.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And it's like, okay, that's cool. The other ones are all in fucking Spanish.
Oh, maybe you read
How dare.
Spanish.
Well,
A Song of Ice and Fire is in English.
I mean,
728 pages. Help me.
Yes, it is.
Wait, the series? Oh, wait, it's got Game of Thrones, Clash of Kings, Storm of Swords, Feast of Crows, Dance with Dragons. Cool. Okay, never mind. I'm stopped complaining. I got something new to do.
Yo, Game of Thrones was such a great book. The
Like,
series.
I want to.
I
I
so
want to
good.
read that.
We gonna come
December
back to
2012, I was just tearing through that because when I used to be a teacher, I had that motherfucking winter break, fall break, summer break, spring break. That would be the only. Really, that's what kept me in it so long.
Nah, I was working at my first call center job.
Breaks.
Oh my God, call
My first call center. I'm still at the call center, but my first one, man, I was just like, yo, I gotta get something to get me amp about doing this because I don't want to go here. And then every 15 minutes, how much can I digest in these 15 minutes? And then I had somebody who has like my friend Mike, which he might watch this. What's up, Mike? My friend Mike would come to work every other day in a different house's shirt. Like he had the Lannister shirt, he had the Freys shirt, he had the Starks, he had
Boltons?
yeah, he had the Boltons too. Yo,
See, I would rock the Boltons.
yo,
I don't
that's-
know.
yeah.
That's just
Yo,
dark, but I like
Boltons,
it.
I've
Dark,
the
dude.
flayed man.
Yeah,
Oh
Flayed Man.
Lord.
I'm about this shit.
he did that, and he would have him on, and then we would have like full in-depth discussions. And he was how I really like kept, because you need somebody to like keep
Encourage
you
you,
in
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like,
the series
listen,
to
man,
discuss.
I'm on about page 300, and it's how many more books? And
Boy.
I really, it's
Can we get a
400 more pages
summary?
of
It
this
is.
book.
It is 400 more pages of that book. The
Yeah.
books are like 700.
I mean, if you can
Easy.
read Harry Potter, you can read Game of Thrones.
That's how you upgrade. One day I shall
Upgrade.
read Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
I've read Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
That's been
And
long, isn't it?
listen, longer than the Amazon River.
Oh.
Ooh.
Longer than a story told by a 5-year-old child that's half dream, half a TV show, and then half that's made up. You know why? Because they bad at math.
They are.
Just
1, 2, 3.
so much
5.
fucking walking. So much fucking
So
walking. Oh my God. Like, I thought the movie was bad. I was like, wow, y'all really just gonna show us all this walking they doing.
They're doing
Okay.
a walk.
But in the book, it's just like, and they marched on. And they marched on.
Are you serious?
And they marched. It's a lot of that.
Yo,
Oh, wow.
I don't know
It's
about that.
some action thrown in there, but it's a lot of
I don't
walking.
know if I could do
It's
all
a
that.
whole bunch of fucking walking, man.
You know. My
And
people
I
back
don't
down
like to walk
walking.
myself, my actual feet. I don't want to read about it either. I'm not really with that rah-rah shit.
Ooh, Steven Universe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ian Jones Corti. I'm sure I'm not saying his name right. So he was one of like the main animators on Steven Universe, and he actually has his own show. I think it's called like OK or something.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
So I guess he's trying to get that off the ground because I think it had a pilot. Maybe it wasn't received so well, but I'm sure he'll bring it back.
Did we talk last time about the kind of controversy with Steven Universe, or was that the first show?
I think that was the first
I think
show.
that was the
Yeah.
first
What was
show.
the controversy?
Have you? It was just that how black women are portrayed on Steven Universe.
I don't watch Steven Universe, so I don't know.
Have you watched the movie Nova?
No,
I know
I
about
haven't
the
either.
movie. Was the main villain? She was a black woman.
No, the main villain was like this. It looks like XJ9 from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't.
I haven't watched it yet though because I ain't got cable, so I just had to.
I broke.
When things come to me, I just
I
had
just
to take
looked
it.
at my account. I broke. Okay.
Mm,
Let me make some money. Get out of
Boy.
this 9 to 5. Do
Man.
something real with my life, and then we're gonna talk about it. But
yeah,
no, dude. I think.
I like Steven Universe though. I think it's cute.
Yeah, Steven Universe is really adorable in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. I fell out of it, and I have to recalibrate myself to get back.
I had
into
to
it.
I had to watch it all on Hulu. I think it was like their episodes are short enough where I can just like blaze through it just in a night.
It's like that.
Yeah, so I just did that and caught all the way up.
Now what
and
I'm
now
mad
I just have to watch
with-
the movie.
What I'm really mad with, if Hulu don't give me season 4 of Rick and Morty,
oh yes,
We
I
gon'
need Rick
fight.
and Morty. I love
we
Rick and
gonna
Morty.
fight. And I don't want to fight Hulu
I need to bring
like
back
that.
the Saskatchewan sauce so we can ride over that. First, we riding over
Was
that
that
Popeye.
good? I never.
The
I never
Szechuan
had
sauce?
it. I said Saskatchewan.
I don't know.
Szechuan.
I don't know.
Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan.
So Szechuan sauce.
The
Szechuan.
Mulan
I need
special
that back.
Szechuan
Yes.
sauce.
Then you
Yo.
bring it back.
What was I about to look up? Oh right.
The Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan.
Nah, I
Szechuan.
wasn't finna. I'm
Szechuan.
not finna look that up.
Szechuan.
Szechuan sauce.
I do want a Shamrock Shake. The last time I got one though, it was
Y'all
nasty.
are hungry.
I
I'm
am
hungry as
hungry,
hell.
actually.
I don't
Very
want to make
hungry.
rib. Do y'all ever eat the? I don't
No,
trust
that
that.
it looks
I don't
I don't
weird.
trust that.
I
It's,
don't-
where's the bones?
Mm.
How do you
Where'd
get
the
the bones
bones
at?
go?
And then you just like.
What
pop
animal
it
is
back
this
together.
from? What is this?
That's a good question. What
Mm.
animal is this? Is this chicken? Like, what is this?
Who's
Y'all don't
ribs?
want these
Who's
answers.
ribs?
Y'all don't want them answers.
You're right. I mean, I'm still probably gonna eat one just because. I mean,
I'm not eating.
I don't know. I had one once before. Like, I want to say 10 years ago.
God
It's
damn.
about that time again. It's about
No.
that time. But the Shamrock Shake, I love me a good Shamrock Shake.
Dang.
The last time I had one though was too minty. I was just like, this is like eating toothpaste.
Ooh, that's not good.
It was awful. It was probably the worst thing that's happened to my mouth in a long time.
That does not sound appetizing at all.
But guys, if you want more books to read by blurred authors, they have N.K. Jemisin and Karen Lord. They do the sci-fi, like I think one of their books is like kind of like Space 2. So it looks
Okay.
pretty interesting. So you guys should definitely check them out. And then we also have Tony Weaver Jr. He's not a he writes comic books. But this his thing is called Weird Enough Production. He has a comic book series called The Uncommons, but it is more for children. So if you have kids, something for them to look at. But yeah, that's just a spotlight on some, because we always say we have to support our own. So I'm doing the digging, finding out where they are, what they do, and everything I've seen looks amazing. I can't wait to look at some of this stuff. But anyway, as we're coming to a close, let's tell you what you have to look forward to.
Yes, that
Frozen.
would be Frozen 2 on
I
November
love Frozen.
22nd.
Oh my God.
I'm good.
I feel like
am
Frozen 2 is gonna
all
be
good.
terrible though, because like the first one was so good because Disney was like laughing at themselves and it was about like the love between sisters. What's it gonna be about this time? I don't know, but I'm gonna go see it anyway.
I mean, sisters falling out of love, so okay. I
And then
guess.
hate each other again, I guess.
Sure.
Hey man, sometimes
Yeah,
it be
I
like
love
that.
Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker, December 20th. Yes, I will watch it. Yes, I will watch it on the day that it comes out.
You're like,
Will
hell
I
no.
enjoy it?
Probably not.
Probably not. Disney has sucked the life out of the franchise. Hell Girl.
Oh, I
Are
wish
you
I-
serious?
Yes, I
What
want
the
to see
hell?
Hellgirl, a live adaptation
Oh.
too, but there's no,
It's-
it's no date for the U.S. premiere.
Hell
How
girl,
dare.
is that
How rude.
Hellboy?
Yes.
No, it's
Feels
nothing
like
like
it.
that. Nothing like that.
It feels like it. I want it to be.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I never
well,
got into
Wouldn't
Hellboy.
that be
It
adorable?
is kind of like a scary story. Like if
Yeah.
you type into this website somebody who you want to like kill or whatever, like
Yeah.
she'll come to your room and then like you have to make a pact with her. Like she'll kill the person, but that means you're damned to hell.
Yeah.
Huh.
And she gives you like a doll. If you pull the red string, they're gonna go to hell. But then once you die,
You're going.
she's gonna drag you to hell.
Yep.
Mm.
It was a good anime. I loved
Intriguing.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up for sure. Cause that sounds good.
It's
And
very
we
good.
also have Pokemon, Assassin's Creed, and Final Fantasy 15.
Those are your video
15.
games to
Now,
look
those are
forward
your
to.
video games
If you
to
play
look
video
out
games.
for.
I mean, I want to get a Switch. I think I just got a charger
Ooh,
for
the
my
Switch.
DS. And it's like, there are
Luigi's
no-
Mansion is out too.
I can't think of any good DS games, so I'm just like, I need. I have a Mario,
Zelda?
Super Mario Bros.
Every-
2 on Game Boy Advance, and then I have this thing called, I don't know, you pop bubbles, and I got Cooking Mama.
Bubble Pop.
It's something like that. I love Cooking Mama. Listen, I be cooking
That
like a
sounds interesting.
motherfucker.
It's funny.
But I need some other games, and I'm like, I want to do Final Fantasy again. Zelda?
Yeah, you should. I think that'd be dope.
Okay. And I might
Best
try to.
game
I might try
ever.
to get back into Pokemon, but I never did. I was playing actually that Rick and Morty, the Morty game.
It's fun.
It was. I collected all the Mortys. But it was like Pokemon, so I was just like, okay, I guess this is cool. So I might try Pokemon Go. The only thing is, I ain't really about that walking shit. I already told y'all.
Yeah.
Especially right now with my lungs made out of wet tissue paper.
Yeah. I can't.
This life is hard. It's a hard knock life for me. It's a hard knock life. You see.
Better treat it. I'm sorry.
I get kicks.
Musical child. But yeah,
But
Yeah.
anyway,
we have
just
done
want to
it.
say thank you for joining us today. It was a very lively discussion.
It was, despite
Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this Facebook page, and can you follow people on Twitter? Not Twitter. Twitch. Yes,
Twitch.
you can follow us on Twitch.
Twitch.
Please do that. This is Sailor.
This is Professor Dave Fillet.
And Nova.
All right, so we'll see you on November 23rd with beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Ham, ram, hogs, dogs.
You name, we got it. Okay.
All right.
All right, this is Nerd Unpacked, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.